Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is...
I'm okay, you're okay, let's sing it out in song. Let's try to love each other, not do each other wrong. I've got a loving feeling and this feeling's getting strong. I'm okay and you're okay, so let's just get along.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Are these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's not...
Where did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
Don't beat yourself up over past mistakes. You are going to fuck up again in the future, quite possibly in a most spectacular fashion. Why worry about yesterday's fuck-ups when you have tomorrow's fuck-ups to look forward to? You are a fuck-up, and fucking up is part of your growth process. Embrace the process.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Bruh.
Only hear the word you most relate to.
Homosexual.
We'll only hear the food you're most craving right now.
Penis.
You will only...
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it.
Well, hello, everybody. Taking you back to the old school with the old intro. How's everybody doing today? It might be an old intro, But this is a new day. It's a new opportunity for everything. How's everybody doing today? Let me take that out of the backstage area and say hello to you, everybody. Let me take that out too. What's good in the Stream Show Hood, everybody? Oh, sun's out, guns out. That's right. You notice I'm wearing my little shirt today. I'm feeling summery because this is a day of new beginnings. Even though you saw an old intro, today is definitely a day of new beginnings. Not only a day of new beginnings, it's the beginning of a new month. It's the beginning of a new week. So come on, let's go. Let's go. That's right, folks. Welcome to Monday and welcome to The Vibe. I am BF, your humble host and friend, as it says, your friend and host. I got my boy backstage. What are you going to do for the next 3 hours? Let's get the week started off right because we know we don't do. Wait.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
You're detecting a case of the Mondays in the chat? I hope that's not the case. I hope everybody's willing to hang out for the next 3 hours, and let's hang out. I see Widow Killer saying we're going to talk about exactly what Widow Killer is dressing in the chat. How you doing, Widow Killer? I need to know what Andrew thinks of the R-Truth situation. Bro, that story went off like wildfire. We will talk about that with Andrew because, Andrew, we're big sports fans and we're big wrestling fans as well. And so I know Andrew definitely wants to talk about that. We are going to do a little sports heads in the mix today. We're going to do the not so serious news. We're going to do the chat family check-in. We're going to do some sports with Art, talking about R-Truth and being released from the WWE and all of this and more. But before, I'm trying to take some stuff backstage rather than restart it. How about if I bring the bro that everybody's waiting in on anyway, and he can tell you why you're seeing my show on his channel today, Andrew the Giant 96. He's my friend. He's yours. He is the Human Sports Ticker. He is Andrew the Giant. Come on, Andrew.
Hey, BF.
Tickle. How you doing today, Andrew? Happy Monday, Florida, man.
It's the official beginning of bikini season, ladies and gentlemen.
Bikini season. Wasn't always well, first of all, I doubt you even have pants on right now, so I don't know why you're talking about a bikini, number one. And now you're in Florida where bikini is kind of the outfit down there. How you doing on a Monday, Andrew?
Good.
Good. Did you have a good weekend of no filter shows with your friends?
Yes, I did.
That's great.
No more what's up in the WWE.
No more what's up in the WWE. Well, why don't we wait until we go so we can have a proper flow to the show, buddy? Because I know Widow Killer's already excited to talk about that. But yeah, I noticed that my ex in Twitter was a buzzing about a release from WWE, R-Truth. He's been there for a while. I don't want to get too much into the details. First of all, I want to just say hello to you.
I am super sad about that, by the way.
Well, just like Widow Killer, I want to discuss this with you. I also going to, when we do a little sports, I want to talk about a bonehead play that kind of happened in baseball where a guy got caught doing something maybe he shouldn't be doing while he was on the field. But none of this is going to start. Let's do the things in the proper order because we got a chat family here. So we're going to check in with the chat family. And like we said, we're going to hang out for the next 3 hours with you. We'll talk about sports. We'll talk about the not so serious news. We'll do the horoscopes, rock you like a horoscope. Let's have fun, folks. It's Monday. Like I said, it feels like a new beginning to me. Andrew, it's like like I said, it's a new month. It's a new week, new day of the week, buddy. So this is a day of new beginnings.
We also have some breaking news.
Uh-oh. Did I play the element for you? Wait a minute. Is this sports news? What do we got here? Let me play the element. Andrew's coming with breaking news, folks. Oh, and if I was hooked to mine, go ahead. You go ahead, buddy.
Okay. Frank Center for the Lions, Frank, don't know his last name, informed the Lions that he's retiring after I think 4 seasons.
4 seasons, huh? So you're finding that
he's only 29 years old.
29 years old, Andrew. And this happened a couple years ago. I know that's just why we call Andrew the Human Sports Ticker right here. You see it on the banner right there. He has his own banner that says Andrew is the Human Sports Ticker. That's why we call him that. So, Andrew, yeah, this has happened to a couple Baltimore Ravens where more and more now these younger guys are getting a little smarter about football. And they're not going to play long enough to get concussed or anything and have trouble down the road. They get in, get their money, and they're getting out, buddy. What do you think about that?
Smart.
Pretty smart, yeah. I'm trying to, his name escapes me right now, but we had a Baltimore Raven that did that too. Well, it's so glad to be here. I am so glad to be here with you and to be here with the chat family today. I love doing this. And I love starting off the week on a positive note. Andrew, I had a busy weekend, my friend. I was working in the yard all weekend. I guess that's why the sun's out, guns out, because that's kind of been my mode all weekend, buddy. I was humping bricks, like doing some landscaping stuff and planting flowers and cutting grass and all that shit. So I'm all good and body sore, and I'm ready just to chill and hang out with you guys for the next 3 hours and have some fun.
How's the weather up there?
You got a weather update now?
How's the weather up there?
Oh, how's the weather up here? So thanks for asking, Andrew. First of all, it's been, last week it was kind of rainy and all, so that was kind of preventing me from doing things during the week. And then even when I went to start the stuff on Saturday, Andrew, it rained on me Saturday morning. So I essentially had to wait for the day to start a little bit, maybe let that rain that just fell dry up and all. Cut a little bit of wet grass, buddy, but it's getting much better. It's on the chilly side. I'll let you know right now that it's a chilly, breezy 69 degrees where I'm coming to you from on the East Coast of the United States. How about you, Andrew, down there in sunny Florida?
It's a cool, warm 86 degrees.
Cool, yeah, warm is more like it. I don't think it's cool 86 degrees, but you are cool being down in Florida with the 86 degrees, buddy. Well, I'm so happy you're here, and I'm happy the chat family's here, buddy. So what do you say we do it? It's Monday. Let's check in with everybody. I'm going to put the glasses on.
Do it!
Yep. Let's do it. I'm going to go over to my media assets. You guys are going to throw your chats into the chat so I can attempt to let you know what's going on with everybody as I'm looking for an element and try to talk at the same time. This is the opening chat family check-in for Monday, June 2nd, BF Live, The Vibe, Stream Show 315, folks. Let's have some fun. Tell me what you're doing in the chat, and let's get going. Come on.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, that's what we do here on The Vibe as my signal dips, Andrew. Wow. My signal has been doing good for the last week or two, but I'm getting these little dips in here. So hang on, folks, as my signal dips into midday. I was avoiding these midday dips, and now they're kind of back again. Well, let me put the post up. Folks, it's time. Post time. Do you have your chat in so I can read it? I see some most generous super chats. I see some member chats coming in. I see that the competition is still going on. Can you hear me, Andrew? All right, well, let's do it, buddy. Come on. I will let you know. I'll go to the top. Can you hear me a little bit? Am I too underwater?
Underwater.
I'm currently underwater. What if I turn my camera off as though it would do anything? Let me see. That would. You can still hear me, right, Andrew?
Yep.
You can hear me and not see. Well, I can see the signal coming back. Come on. Come on, signal. And come on, chat family. I will let you know that my PayPal preset options are pinned at the top of the chat. Thank you in advance. I want to thank, I don't know how Live Ween beat Pecan in, but Live Ween comes in with the first most generous $2 super chat. And he goes, Goonie Goo, you begonias, do another dab done for donks. And I knew what you meant in there because thank you, Live Ween. So come on, we don't normally do it this early in the show, but if you give me $2, I'm easy, man. $2 is $2. So guys, if you partake, this is for in memory, in memorial of our chat family friend. I'm reading it super chats as I'm reading chats as I'm trying to do this. But this is in memorial for our friend Donkey Kongington, who's no longer with us, folks. So if there's anybody you want to smoke to, this is your time. This is another dab done for donks. Another dab dog for dunks. Do-do-doom. Another dab dog for dunks. And another dab done. And another dab done. Another dab done for dunk. Hey, wanna dab you too. Another dab done for dunks. Another dab dog for dunks. Oh, nice Godfrey. Oh, nice Godfrey. Andrew even joined us on that one. There you go. Live Ween checks in. with another one and says, begonias also. What's worse than a typo in a super chat? Hi, Live Ween. Thank you, buddy. Pecan is checking in with the Goonie Goo Goo. You begonas. I see you backstage, buddy. He says, Unga Bunga, and what do you gonna know, man? What's up, Pecan? Let's get this Monday started, man. What do you gonna know? Well, let's bring our bro in backstage who has to be part of the festivities because he is Monday through Friday on The Vibe. He's that guy, you know. He is from the Great White North. He's my friend. He is yours. He is Bobby Nick. Come on, Bobby.
Deep butt cheeks all.
A deep butt cheeks to you, Bobby Nick.
I got deep butt cheeks.
We know. How you doing, man? You ready for another day, another week, man? It's another month. It's another starting off a week, buddy. This is where we're at.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
How you doing, man? Man, every time, like I said, it's no exaggeration, man. Every time I get up and down from my gear, I was busy like working in the yard all weekend, but anytime I just stop and get on my phone, I see Bobby Nick always having fun doing a show, whether it be Bobby Nick late night or in the lounges or whatever, Bob. You have a great weekend of shows, I imagine?
Oh, yeah, it was good. It was good.
You have great fun, a great following, and I'm certainly happy that you're here every day and part of my show. Live Ween checks in and says, begonias also, we got that one. Pecan, we got that one. We got, here we go. Oh, shit. Ween can't spell. We're doing it. To Cal. We're doing it. We're doing it. And now that Bobby Nick's here, we're having it and everything, buddy. Thank you, Pecan, for that generous $2 super chat. Pecan is having fun with his member emojis right here, as you can see right there. The fat pig, look at you, you fat pig. Always great seeing you hanging out in the chats, whether it be Perry visited the Levyverse this weekend, so I have to go over to Twitter X and play some of the clips from that gathering. How you doing, you fat pig? What's up? Happy Monday morning or afternoon if it fits. Hit that like button, says Mandy Diff checking in. And I want to welcome anyone that's joining us from the Andrew the Giant Facebook page or Andrew the Giant 96. Andrew the Giant sits with me Monday through Friday lately, but this man has become a regular thing, Andrew. You're like my regular co-host panelist bro here. Whoop.
It has, and I like it.
Good. Me too. You always have been, brother. I mean, you know, we got my smoking device. I can't figure out how it rolled.
Oh, shit.
Wow. Damn. Oh, here it is. There you go. Whoa, right under my chair. There you go. I got it. All right. Yeah, Andrew, I'm so happy to have you as a regular panelist here and a regular bro on The Vibe. The fat pig says pecan to Kyle. Mandy Diff checks in with all the fun emojis. She loves having fun and positivity. I see that, hey, Bobby Nick, and we can talk about it after the show, but I know that I can probably figure out where you want to go into settings if you want to aggravate your community with these XP points that everybody's fighting over right here.
Oh, really? It's something in settings?
I think it might be a setting. I'll try to point you to it at the end of the show. I see that currently Pecan's in first, Waivers in second, and who is this Jedi 841? I don't know all your ads, but thank you very much. And Bob, I was watching Perry the other night when they had the XP point system, and it seemed like the points capped out at some point. Like that show was on for hours, and it might have capped out at like 575 points or something. Let's have fun, man. We'll figure it out. Perry emojis and pecan emojis are being utilized by my friend, the fat pig, man. He's a member representing me. Thank you very much. FJM says, and don't forget me. I see you in there. I see you. You're in the leaderboard too. You're number 4. How you doing, FJM? Hope you're doing well. Afternoon all from FJM. Pecan shouts out Mandy Diff with a Hoya. FJM took out with peace from Pecan. Mandy Diff is throwing out the smoke simmer and the corn and all that stuff. What you got going here? FJM says, God damn, somehow I got old. Yeah, it's funny how that creeps up on you, FJM, before you're like, when did that happen? Nobody got by me. It happens quick, says Mandy Diff. And late, yes, I was a little late and a little gay. Mandy Diff is having fun with all of the emojis because she supports me as a member here on The Vibe. Thank you, Mandy Diff. Your support and your enthusiasm means a lot to me. Pecan shouts out Andrew and uses the Andrew emoji, buddy.
Hey, Pecan.
Come on, where else can you have fun with an Andrew emoji than right here on BF Live, The Vibe, the Florida man himself? And I don't know if Darren's in earshot, but right before the show, our friend Darren is down there taking a little care of Andrew today. We said hello to him real quick.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Hey, here's Darren. He's in the background doing his thing. Thank you. We appreciate you. Space Nerd. She says, Hoya.
He's not on the clock today. He's just here hanging out.
I had a feeling, but I don't want to do too much about digging into the specifics of it, Andrew. But I had a kind of a feeling that was the case. Absolutely. Because, yeah, absolutely. Hoya, you Hoyas from the Space Nerd. And to that, guys, we say 1, 2, 3. Nerd. Come on now. Oh, shit. Happy Perry month, everyone, because the countdown has really begun now to 6/26 with the chili cook-off. It's going to be awesome. We're going to go over to when Perry visited the Levy-verse, and some people chatted about it and see what Perry thinks about all of the planning going on around the upcoming chili cook-off. And, oh, yes, it will happen. How you doing, Widow Killer, checking in? It's going to happen, Perry.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, it'll happen. You can't stop it, man. There's too much going on. Nerd gets the call. And the Hoya from Pecan. Widow Killer, Hoya. Yes, Andrew.
Hey, Bobby. Bobby Nick.
Oh, yes?
Could you
We'll take care of business.
Just store me to send Bobby my donation links?
I knew he was doing business in the middle of my chat family check-in. I told him all weekend to send me his links. Now he's trying to get somebody else to send me his links, but we'll figure it out, Andrew. I told you. Yeah, I was out in the yard all weekend, so I wasn't really hooked up with my gear, and I didn't see him come in, buddy. Pecan gets the shout out love from the Widow Killer, gives it to Pecan gives it to Widow Killer. Pecan gets the shout out love from the nerd. Mandy Diff checks in and says, the weed store guy. I asked for an 1/8. Price was higher than normal. I waited. He sold me 8 grams. Oh shit, you got more than double, Mandy. Typically, an 1/8, for those of you who don't know weed math, is 3.5 grams. So essentially, she got a little more than a quarter for the price of an 1/8. That's a good deal. That's a great way to start off the week. The strain is Switch Watch. I'm going to have to look that up. Nerds getting the shout out love from Mandy Diff. There's the link for 100 Proof Podcasting where Bobby Nick, we had a banger on Saturday night, man. I know Scott might have stopped in. It was very blurry. We went 3.5 hours Saturday night.
Oh, shit.
10, 11, 12, 1. We went to 1:30 in the morning, buddy. We were tore up from the floor up, man. I got this heavy high count THC that I kept smoking, man, and I didn't need any more, man. It was amazing. But if you want to ever watch us on Thursdays and Saturdays, drink, smoke, laugh, and joke, and spinning a wheel and making us do such things, you have to click on that link right there. Let's see. They wouldn't let us go over to Rumble, Bobby Nick. Particularly our friend Chelino. Shout out to Chelino, man. He was in the chat being most generous and being funny, kind of not. I think part of it was he didn't want us to go over to Rumble, Bobby Nick.
Yeah.
Some people they either don't care for Rumble for one reason or another, or whatever, whether it be personal or a technical reason. People just don't want to come over to Rumble, but we had a great time. Thanks for all your great generosity and 3.5 hours of fun. We were tore up. And then, Bob, we were on so long that eventually Rev Fug Lee jumped in and Uncle Jack ended up getting the link.
Oh, my God.
So we had serious? 2 joints on. Shout out to my bro, 2 joints, my chat family, bro. He was the original guest. But then at some point, Chris was getting tore up from the floor up, and he must have been getting his messages and like, oh, Johnny, send Rev Fugly and Uncle Jack the link. And before you know it, they were in there. So I want to shout out to those guys for jumping in. I want to say hello to Rev Fugly. And yeah, I want to have Rev Fugly on one time, kind of without Uncle Jack, so we can get to know Rev a little better. And I invited him also on the vibe, and we could talk about our mutual love for Perry or whatever you want to talk about. Rev Fugly. Lynn Monger checks in and says, hey, hello, Lynn Monger, checking in on the vibe. I will ask anyone and everyone. I don't know if it's the algorithm or whatever, but my subscribers have been dwindling the couple 2, 3, 4, 5 the last few days. If you could go over, even if it's with a sub account or whatever, and hit me up with another free subscribe on BF Live the Vibe, I would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Mr. Z checks in and says, send Uncle Jack the MF link. How about no? How about we did that Saturday on Replayables? Did you miss it, Mr. Z? I bet you did. Mr. Z Hoyer from Pecan. FJM checks in and says, damn, had to reset everything. FJM, if you only knew the trials, the technical trials and tribulations, Bob, and Bobby knows this a little bit too, how many things like this die on you or don't function the way that you had them lined up to function right before you start a show, right, buddy?
Oh.
Did that happen to you a lot?
Yeah, and yesterday I had to do another update of Windows 11. So
yeah, oh boy. Did you have to do it live during a show?
No, I didn't.
That's good.
But
that's good.
I did have to restart my computer at one point, so I had to end the show early.
Oh Jesus!
Just because I knew we were going to have a video to watch at a certain time, Pecan's premiere of the Wendy versus Rev Fugly and everybody match. You know,
Ah.
so
Is that fatal four-way I saw recently?
yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, I had to restart my computer so it could finish updating because it told me in a message that this update could take over an hour. So I'm like, son of a bitch, is this going to be another one of those fucking 3-4 hour updates again?
Right.
Turned out that it wasn't quite that long, but it was still a long one. You know,
That's what she said.
Took about an hour. Took about an hour and a half.
Wow. Well, that's amazing, buddy. So yeah, so he says, damn, had to reset everything. And I feel that we all feel that statement. Absolutely. And even me, I had to, like, sometimes I'll have my browser all open and it'll just go, nope, we need the memory somewhere else. We're just dumping you. Mandy
You
from
have to shut it
Space
down and reopen it.
Reopen it. Control. Yep. Hey, Lynn, thanks for checking in on the Vibe channel. She says, hey, BF. Pecan getting the shout out love from Mr. Z. Widow Killer says, I need to know what Andrew thinks of the R-Truth situation. Stay tuned for when we do the not so serious news sports segment fit in the middle. To call everyone from that fat pig, Bobby Nick.
Yow.
Lynn Monger get the Hoyer from Peak Hunt. Space Nerd gets the acknowledgement from Lynn Monger. Monday and Fun Day. Come on, we're making it. We're having it. We're doing it. We don't do Mondays around here. Hey, Peak Hunt from Lynn Monger checking in. Widow Killer says bikini season. What bikini is Andrew wearing first? Exactly. And will Andrew and Vinny be wearing matching bikinis next time he visits? Yeah, Bobby Nick. Andrew comes on the air saying it's bikini season. And I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, you ain't got no top on. I guarantee you ain't got no bottoms on. And he lives in Florida, and that's always bikini season. So I'm trying to figure out what he's talking about. It's always
you forgetting where you live, brother.
It's buck naked season where he is. Hey, God, it don't wear any drawers most of the time. Talking about what season it is clothes wise, but there you go. Lynn is laughing, which is great already. Widow Killer and Lynn getting love from Mandy Diff. Mandy says, I lost my XP. It's not it resets every show, Mandy Diff. So I don't know if you lost it today, but I hope you find it. Mandy Diff says BF glasses on. That's right. The glasses are on now, ready to go. Good afternoon. Put the eyeballs on. Good afternoon, Andrew from FJM.
FJM, how are you, buddy?
Hey, Mandy Diff from Lynn Monger checking in. Mandy Diff says smart, whatever we were talking about. It's rigged, Mandy. Well, like I said, I think they are rolling it out in beta. They need to just let the points just keep going into top off or wherever they go, Bob. But like I said, I've noticed this 500 or so cap on things. It doesn't seem quite perfect yet. Yuppers, it's rigged, says Mandy Diff. Pecan, I subscribe to you, says Lynn Monger. Well, there you go. So you know what that means? That means whenever Lynn wants to see the fatal four-way wrestling match that Bobby was talking about with Wendy and all of these great people in our community, she can go to Peak Hunt 420 since she subscribed, and she can see all of those wrestling matches there. You can too if you click on the Peak Hunt link running in my chat. Look at all of these Peak Hunt emojis, all of them. Wow. All love for Peak Hunt from Mandy Diff. All Peak Hunt. It's a great 69 here in the Shenandoah Valley, says FJM. We're kind of in a similar region of the East Coast. Good morning, BF and Andrew, and Bones Up from Patrick Belmar.
Bones up, Patrick.
Hey, Patrick. Perry was in fine form on Saturday when he visited the Levyverse. I love that he doesn't quite know if he's on his show or my stream, your stream, and they got to correct him. And they were talking about things. So we're going to go over Twitter X and do a little Perry talk. Space Nerd checks in with a 11-month member chat, and you have definitely been a supporter of me longer than this. Lovely BF and chat. Last week I had a moment, not my best. Turns out it was a pre-menopausal mood swing. It's fine now. And this PSA is sponsored by Terry Nee. Holy shit. Well, thank you.
I mean, you know, Wendy had a little bit of a breakdown yesterday too because of
is it something in the kind of in the estrogen era, if you will, Bobby Nick?
Yeah, maybe.
I make a joke about that, but I believe that many of us have similar, when the weather's bad or something, we all have similar days, and sometimes we think it's just us having that day, Bobby Nick, until we get in a situation like this and talk to other people and find that a lot of people feel the same way. Thank you very much, Space Nerd, for clearing that up. And thank you for Terry Nee. Look, like we always say, we're about being real here, and life is real, and you're not ever ready for everything every day. But thank you for your candor, and thank you for your support. Let me go back up to here where that chat was because I got some great chats to get to. Skipped a lot on me. Let's go. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there we go. I'm almost there. Got the morning. We got that one. What?
Links are in the BF Live chat.
I know, buddy. I was going to get to that. I was always going to let you know. There you go. There's the one from Space Nerd. I was always going to let you know that the lovely Stormy, great producer and friend and mod to the star, Andrew, the Giant, she's already thrown Andrew's donate link. So if anyone feels that they want to donate to Andrew the Giant, you can check those links. It'll be coming up in the chat real soon for me. Space Nerd continues to be a sponsor here. Patrick is getting the love from Mandy Diff. Thanks, Lynn Monger from Pete Cunt. Spawn checks in. Space Nerd checks in with a Hoya for Lynn. Space Nerd says FJM. Emoji change. Hoya. We know we haven't done a Hoya. We did a Gano. But we haven't done a Hoya. And since Space Nerd is coming in feeling good, let's get everybody feeling good and get a Hoya.
Get a Hoya. Get a Hoya. Get a Hoya. Get a Hoya.
Patrick gets a bones up from Pete Cunt. I worked already. Time to F off, Waiver says. Yes, my friend. That's awesome. I love that because we got hardworking people that work first, second, and third shifts, or sometimes maybe you just worked a long double last night or whatever the case may be. But I love the notion that we can be some fun place for you, for people when you get off of work and you go, man, I just had enough. I've done it. I want to do this now. And that's what we're doing now. We're having it. And like Bobby says, we're doing it at the same time. Good morning, Mandy Diff. Pete Cunt from Patrick Belmar. Mandy Diff shouts out Waiver. She loves the emojis. Let's see. Lynn Monger says, BF, where is Scott? He hasn't checked in. Maybe he's a little sleepy right now. He hasn't told me one way or the other, but I imagine if he's willing, when he gets up, he'll join us. The Fat Pig checks in with a member for 1 month, and we've been Chat Family Bros much longer. I love the new rigged points game. Well, the best thing about the new rig points game, Fat Pig, is that my hands are clean of it, buddy. I just turn things on and off, and I'll complain with you, and it'd be nice if we could get it to work, because it is a fun little thing, it seems to be. And you continue to be a sponsor. Mandy Div says she gets me up with $2 and says, I need my XP points. I need them. I wish it'd done some good for you. I see currently Pecan is in first, Waivers in second, Widow Killer's third, Spawn is fourth, FJM is fifth, and Stormy bringing it up at sixth. Now, so for whatever amount Pecan has already messaged today, he only has 100 points for being in first place, followed by 75 points for Waiver in second, and tied for third is 75 points, as well as with fourth for 75, fifth, sixth. I don't know. They got to perfect that thing. Hoya Space Nerd from Lynn. No pre-reading, BF. Wait a minute. I tried not to. Andrew is the pre-reader. I do okay with that. Miss you, donks. That's right, Space Nerd. Thank you. We did the dab for dunk already on a Monday morning. Yep, XP is rigged, says Mandy. God bless a Donkey Kongington. You're right. God bless our friend Donkey. Or is it, I think, oh, here it is. Pecan shouts out Waiver with the Hoya. What are you gonna know, says Space Nerd. Hoya to Pecan from Waiver as we continue with the opening chat family check-in. Captain BF Live and Andrew. That's right, Bobby, Nick, Captain. I'm BF, and that's Andrew. Look at all this eye candy, says Tits McGee. Over here, you're getting a juicy man meat also. His is the reigning, defending, undisputed Intercontinental Champion. I thought Scott was NXT. Or you Intercontinental, Bobby Nick?
Me. That's
me. Bobby Nick's the fucking Intercontinental. That's right, you American son of a bitches. All right, very good. Pecan never says hi to me, says Fat Pig. I find that hard to believe, but you better get on that. Let's see. Because do you know where Scott and Bobby Nick is? Oh, BC, do you know? I do not. We got one of them. Hey, Sir Bobby Nick from Waiver.
Deep butt cheeks to you, sir.
You know what? I mean, this is your call. Scott normally does it, but Andrew, you want to try it? I've been trying to get Andrew further along with this. That's not bad. He's getting better with it. He's getting more. He's building up that. Well, Pecan says, cool. He says deep butt cheeks or Takao, and fuck yeah, because it's Monday. BF Live The Vibe Gun Show. That's right. Sun's out. Son of a bitch.
That wasn't bad. I proud myself on that one.
Sun's out, guns out.
Sounded like a little more spit than there should have been, Andrew, but that was pretty good.
Yikes. Yeah, he's getting better at it. He couldn't get past the first couple. He couldn't get past those at first. Mandy Diff says, Pecan, I better win a match since you're number one here. I'll send you a pick. Ooh, Mandy wants to be in it now. Mandy Diff said, yep, it's driving me nuts with the points. Just Bart checks in. He says, good afternoon, chat family. Checking in. He's still hurting, but enjoying this night's weather and seeing a new doctor tomorrow morning. Thank you for the medical check-in. Just Bart. Lynn is having fun with the emojis here. Widow Killer says, I noticed both TSN and 100 Proof Podcasting don't have the chat points thing. And Widow Killer, I'm going to tell Bobby Nick, and we'll see if Bobby Nick's future shows has it, if the setting that I think it's on is right. It's kind of in our monetization settings. You have to allow it to to try these new programs on your channel, essentially. Second, Waver says, yay. Pecan chat number one from Waver. Mandy Diff checks in with another one and says, FTS, fuck this, XP, FU. Thank you. Whoa. Now, wait a minute. Now, Chelino, that's just a little confusing. Chelino says, I'm here for Bobby.
Yeah, which one? Which one?
Well, since I go by BF, I gotta I always give the Bobbies to you until they clear up otherwise. So there you go.
Right.
Chelino, I said it. I don't know if you were here when I said it, buddy, but thank you for your generosity and your just having fun with us and extending the show and keep throwing us super chats on replayables on YouTube the other night, man. We were 3.5 hours, bro. I was tore up. I had forget about it. Let's go. Tits McGee, Hoya from Pecan. Good afternoon, Darren. Check from FJM. Son of a bitch didn't give me XP points. See, I don't know. Who we gotta complain to? In the complaint department there. Good afternoon, Pecan from Just the Bart. Bart's getting the love from Mandy Diff as we're nearing the bottom of the end of the opening chat family check-in. How are you, Bobby, Nick, and BF? You want to ask first, Bobby, Nick? You can answer. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good, man.
We're doing it.
I had a really good late night show last night. So that was awesome.
It's funny because I'm surprised you can remember what happened on any given show at any time, Bobby and Nick. Like if you ever need to go back and clip shit during the day, you probably got to ask yourself, like, what of the 3 or 4 or 5 shows did that happen on, right?
It gets confusing, man.
How was your lounge on Saturday, your music show?
It was pretty damn good.
Yeah, good turnout, a lot of buzz. They wouldn't let you off the air?
Yeah, well, I mean, I had to shut things down. So I gotta do that at some point now. I never had to do that before, but now I gotta shut it down at a certain point when I think, this could get out of hand and I'm not gonna be able to finish all this,
Yeah, so you have to check out one of the lounges because if you think that we're not messing with you when we say that it's very popular, it's a lot of fun, and Bobby Nick does it on Saturdays. He also does No Filter at 7 p.m. on Saturdays, East Coast time here. So from 2 to 7, you guys inundate him so much so that now he has to literally have a request line. I got to cut this off, folks, if I want to get all these in. So you got to be part of the lounge when Bobby Nick does it. Just Bart says good afternoon to Mandy. I even sit here and say nerd, FJM says, when we do the nerd call. I think she can hear it. There you go. Vinny Tortellini checks in. Hey, listening while I work. Hope yous are well and don't fall asleep, Drew. Say hello to your boy Vinny.
Hi, Vinny.
And I bet if Darren's still in earshot. What's up, Darren? There he is. There you go. Darren's there today. Like Andrew said, being a bro and taking care of him because he wants to, not because he has to. Mandy Diff says it was 58 for 8. Oh, 58 for an 8. I thought the price was high, so I came home and weighed it, and I thought his prices went up. I didn't think, nowadays with all this precision packaging and all, Mandy, that it used to be that your street pharmacist, he could short you or kind of add a little more to the scale. But I didn't think that happened so much in his retail climate, Bobby Nick.
Right. Yeah.
All right. There we go. The Spawn checks in. There he is. And he says, good afternoon, BF, Bobby Nipples, and Andrew. Get ready for the heat wave over the next few days. Wow. Well, it's going to be coming eventually because we're now into June, Bobby Nick. Here we go with the summer. 2 Joints is the best guest on Replayables. He said, yeah, he's so chill. He got smoked up with me, Bobby. Like, we smoke so much. I try to stay talkative because I'm hosting a show, but I noticed my boy Two Joints got really quiet. It's like that. It's like that high when you just kind of want to sit there and just let the world go by and just.
Yeah, right.
We was all feeling it. Let's see. Spawn, this XP can bite my ass, says Mandy Diff. And yeah, but she still gifted a membership for BF Live The Vibe. Thank you. And I will let you know that Freddie B caught that. Well, hello, Freddie B. I hope when you get this. Yes.
I'll do it for you, Mandy Diff.
Say that again.
I'll bite the ass for you, Mandy Diff.
Damn. You say ass and biting, and Andrew's volunteering right away. He's like, ass bite. I'm the.
Here's a good.
All right, calm down, Andrew. It was just an expression. They bite my ass, not literally biting someone's ass, Andrew. There is Stormy doing the damn thing with Andrew's Cash App and PayPal. They're all there, Andrew. What I would like to do and what I promised Andrew I would do is make them part of the Nightbot that routine that I have here, Stormy, but he failed to send them to me or tell you to send them to me all weekend long, so that he just thought about it right before the show. Thank you, Stormy, checking in on a Monday on The Vibe. Grrr, hello, grrr, it's all grunting. It's all makeup and grunting. Grrr. Stormy getting the love from Mandy Diff. Even, not I even. What the fuck? Damn stoner. You know, stoner. Oh my God, Don Travolta's in the chat. Hey Dan, it's me, Don Travolta. Wow. Let's see. Stormy is throwing the Andrew the Giant 96 link tree, Andrew. So if you click on that link tree, like Jen always says, hey, got a link tree? Got a link tree? Andrew's got a link tree. And what a link tree is, for those of you who don't know, is that it's one-stop shopping for all of Andrew's links, or all of any of your favorite podcasters' links. You hit that right there, and it'll take you to Andrew the Giant on Twitter, Instagram, all of that stuff. No filter. You find it all through his link tree. There's the PayPal separate. My big sister Kathy checks in recovering from back surgery and says, was Wendy crying and upset Bobby Nick?
Yeah, she was.
What happened?
I think she just got a little sensitive over the match that was coming up. She said she was nervous, and there was some other stuff too. Yeah.
Well, I know, and like most of us, you know, a lot of times Wendy is, I mean, she's a bigger pro than us, and many days she does she can take it as well as she dishes it. But I think we all know we have those sensitive days to where if you've done too many shows or if you're feeling a certain way and somebody comes at you the wrong way, it can get to you a little bit more than normal, right? Is that what we're hearing, Bob?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there
and
you
she's
go.
on her period, so.
She's on her period. Whoa, wait.
Yeah.
That'll do it. Okay. Hey, big sis, I hope that your back's getting better, and I hope you're like walking around or doing whatever physical therapy the doctor is requiring of you. You better do it. Tell Kathy to better be doing her therapy, chat family. Tell her get up and move your ass. Kathy getting the love from Mandy Diff. Lost it today, XP. You got the. I appreciate everybody for trying. This is. Let's see. I'm gonna have if they ask me my feedback, Bobby, I'm gonna have to be honest. Like, you got to get this shit working right. You want people to play it.
Yeah, right.
Spawn gets the Hoyer from Pecan. Andrew is topless. 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 You mean?
TOPLESS. 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 Topless.
There you go. Thank you. You think I ain't ready, Widow Killer? Mandy Diff gets the shout out love from Spawn. Spawn shouts out Pecan. Stormy gets the good afternoon from Pecan. Spawn Hoya from Space Nerd. Hoya Pecan from Johnny A. I give him the dabs first. Johnny A's checking in on a Monday. We are nearing the end of the opening chat family check-in. Kathy Hoya, you get the love from Pecan. Space Nerd, hello, lovely from Spawn. Wendy can't be beat, says FJM. We cleared up what happened with Wendy already. Space Nerd says, I know this because I am at the tail end of the mood swing. If you're familiar with these mood swings, the tail end makes you forget about the crazy the week before in what if you know or something like that. Well, you know what? And Bobby Nick, I will double down and say this and admit this, buddy. Maybe there's something, look, I'm not saying I'm having a period with you, but there's something about mood swings and changes, Space Nerd, in that because I worked so hard this weekend, it made me kind of like physically grumpy, Bobby Nick. Like I was body tired and I was short-tempered and everything. And so for me, that's very much a mood swing. And you know, we got a little chippy, me and my wife kind of trying to get things done. So it must be just something in the air, but it's Monday now. It's a new day. It's a new week. We're going to leave all that shit behind, but it happens every now and then. It happens. Hoya says, Space Nerd. Feeling like a devil. Feeling like a devil, says FJM. I was second earlier, says Mandy Diff. No XP for the super chats bar. Yeah, they should. It should be. Spurg Snake checks in. Firm heterosexual handshakes to my friend Spurg Snake. Peacunt gets a shout out love from Stormy. Spurg Snake to Cal from Peacunt. Peacunt salute from Spurg Snake. Spurg Snake gets the love from Mandy Diff. Justice says number 7 on Andrew the Giant channel, but you're number 1. Mandy Diff gets love from Stormy. Hey, Mandy from Spurg Snake. 19, a YouTube featured, says Just a Guess on my channel. Corn checks in.
Corn.
Well. Hit the like, ass Corn. Thank you very much, Corn. Lynn Monger's laughing. Justice threw some kind of emojis I can't make out because they're too small. What are they, Nick? Oh, they're peacocks. They're peacocks for peacocks.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, there you go, Just a Guess.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, Bobby Fan, I noticed that since I updated to Windows 11,
yes,
I can't, like, all the emojis are different. They look different, so now I have to re-identify everything.
You had them all down, and they're like a little cleaner, or they refine them a little something. Just enough to throw you off. Peacunt shouts out Just a Guess. Lynn is throwing out mad emojis. Corn Diff gets the Hoya from Peacunt. FJM says, Peacunt, hello. Mud Sharks Unite checks in and says, what's up? I think Mud Sharks Unite was in the chat of replayables. Captain Corn Diff from Mandy Diff. Good try, Andrew emoji. The chat points is weird. Yeah, Mud Sharks Unite, because like I said, I was in shows that had like 4-hour or 5+ hour chats, and the points really didn't go but beyond a certain point, buddy. So they really have to go point for point, chat for chat, if they want people to really have fun with this. FJM gets the love from Peacunt. Tits McGee says, has anyone seen Bobby Nick? He is so hard to find. You ever see a message that drips with sarcasm? That's hers. That's that one right there. Mud Sharks Unite. Hoya from Peacunt. Peacunt gets the love right back from Mud Sharks. Mud Shark says, Bobby, tell Chris Abels to man up and do MLC. Bro, I mean, if he wants to do it, he can do it. I mean, I don't really think he has any interest in Kevin or that whole lane, buddy. I mean, you know, if he had interest in doing that, we could do a show ourselves with him and Rob and get all the super chats or whatever. So I don't know. You know, Kevin's just looking for his next locale or whatever, something to talk about. If Chris is willing to do it, he'll do it. And he knows the offers are out there, buddy. So that's up to Chris Abels, buddy. That's up to, you know, the man himself. Let's see.
Chris fucking Abels?
It's up to him. He might do it one night. There you go, Kevin, talking to him now. I'd come on the show if you wanted sometime, fat pig. And, you know, I still got you in mind for the phone line idea, because you mentioned you would like to call in one time. Maybe we'll do baby steps. We'll call in. We'll see how that goes. And then we're getting to know you a little better. But as far as bringing people on. In the Lounge says Spawn. He has fun in the lounge, Bobby Nick.
Oh, yeah, he does.
He said, Mud Sharks Unite said the smoking lounge with Bobby Nick, but every show he does is a smoking lounge, technically.
Well, you know what? In the Lounge was actually originally called Bobby Nick's Smoking Music Lounge.
Yeah, you were like mixing around with those music, and then you just kind of made it refined in the lounge. Yeah, but it was. I do kind of remember that. Spawn says, I have 75 XP. Is that good or bad? Well, Spawn, this is a new program that I really basically just noticed last Thursday evening. And it's only rolled out on certain sites if you click the setting. And it's supposed to be participation points. It's supposed to give you points every time you chat or super chat or do something with the show. So interact with the show. But it seems like the points cap off and they don't go up incrementally properly the way they should, buddy. It's just participation trophy. Hey, Vinny, miss you, says Space Nerd. Space Nerd says, I have some, Spawn. If we have some, we win. We all have 75 points. Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on with that. But I don't know if guys, I'll test this theory because I noticed something earlier. It seems like the latest, the most recent chat gets points. So whatever like the newest one is or newest super chat, I don't know, but that's what it looks like to me. We'll figure it out. Let's see. We're going to get through this because we got to get onto the not so serious news and sports heads and talk about our truth before Andrew falls asleep. 8 grams for 58. He didn't understand what an eighth meant. Let's see. Yeah. Instead of 3.5 grams, I got 8 grams. I was scared. Oh, I was scared of 8 went up to $58. No. Spawn, thank you for gifting, buddy. Girth Brooks checks in. Uh-oh. Thank you. Girth Brooks becomes a sponsor and a member here. Thank you. He won that one. In number 12K, we're going to finish this one up. I just want to acknowledge anybody I didn't. Bobby, did Wendy catch you cheating on her? Is that why she cried?
No, I've never cheated on her. Me and Scott are married, yes, but we have a sexless marriage, so it's okay. It's okay.
Ice, Kathy, says FJM. Recommended for the back surgery. Taking Granny's lead, says Just a Guess. Wendy was just constipated. That's why she was crying. Ass treats.
Part of it, yeah.
I don't know if do I have ass treats? I don't have ass treats in my Ronnie collection. Hey, you want some mummy sticks? Yeah, Halloween's coming up. You want some? I got this one. There you go, I got that. I got this one. I got.
Whoa. Stop the clock.
But I don't have ass treats and mummy sticks. Pecan shouts out Johnny A with the Hoya. Spawn says, I would say nearly a quarter of the messages aren't coming up unless BF pulls them up. YouTube is still in its infancy. Stitch Lover is Riley, says hello from Andrew the Giant 96. Well, welcome. You are currently watching and or listening to my show, BF Live The Vibe, that Andrew is co-streaming on Andrew the Giant 96. Welcome to The Vibe. We're about to do the not so serious news as we round up this opening chat family check-in. Hungry and tired equals hangry. Bro, I was, the weekend, I don't know if you're talking about what I was talking about, but yeah, I was just in a bad, I was either like just stressed out or tired. It was a bad place. Let's see. Lynn says, are we watching Juicy Manny? Well, if this qualifies, you can have it all. You have it all. You watching Andrew's always like that. I thought sending in a super chat gave more XP than, but you're not supposed to be technically wrong. I think a super chat's supposed to be worth like 25 points in itself or something. You're not wrong. That is how it's supposed to work. You're supposed to, the more you do, the more you're supposed to get. Happy Monday, you ass muncher, says Matthew checking in.
Matthew.
I resemble that remark, Matthew. How you doing there on a Monday day, buddy? Matthew's ass munches. You ass munch. Fart knocker. Shut up. Oh, there it is. Shut up, dumbass. You ass munch. Shut up. I learned I'm counting these long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 long time ago, when I was doing yard work to keep the wife away and send her shopping for anything. Well, I'll get it's an innocent little thing, and it probably happens to many relationships. And that what had happened was I was out trying, pushing my body beyond the limits and trying to do more before the sun went down. And then she came out trying to, hey, you done yet? Or when are you going to be finished? Because I got dinner ready. And then I didn't finish up fast enough, and I didn't make it in time for dinner, and it made me feel like I was behind on everything, and I was just tired and cranky and all, but I'm here with the chat family now, and we're past it, and we're doing it, and we're having it. Bobby Nick, do you know how Wendy is? We already kind of touched on that. Is she better, bud? Have you seen her since? Has she come around or what?
Yeah, she's okay.
Well, you know what a sure sign will be? If we get the Wendy's poo pick, and Bobby Nick gets one. We'll do breaking poos. Bees gets the love. Hey, Not the Bees. Tickall from Not the Bees checking in. What's up, Not the Bees?
Yeah.
How you doing, man? We're gonna do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, the not so serious news. Hey, Vinny from Lynn. Tickall from Pecan. Nerd gets the love from Not the Bees. Just a Guest checks in. We're getting near the bottom. I swear, with the cigarettes. Not the Bees shouts out Pecan. Cheers.
Is that right?
Widow Killer says, if I get enough XP, do I evolve like Pokemon? I'm not sure about that. Chelina says, did BF just low-key call Chris a low cow? Well, not really. I'm just thinking the way Kevin thinks, Chelino. I put myself in, and that's a pretty scary place to be, number one, because Kevin is always he thinks that everyone is beneath him, right? So everyone to him is a low cow. So he's just looking for the next Ray DeVito or next person to talk about so he can beat on them and collect cash. I know that's his game. And I thought to Chris if he wants to be part of that. But let's see. Everyone gets a trophy, says FJM. We're not even at our final form yet, says Just a Guest, talking about humans. Wow. Hey, Articulate John. That's a Moors. It's supposed to be that's amore. That's amores. Articulate John Hoyer from Pecan checking in. BF, do you have Ronnie yelling, everybody get down on the fucking floor? No, but I got to dig for more. I have a Howard Stern soundboard, and it only has a couple selections from each one, but it doesn't have. Yeah, I have here. I'll show you what I do have. Here you go. I'll go through all of them. Here we go.
Dude,
Let's fuck some hoes!
TOPLESS. Topless.
Whoa. Stop the clock.
That's what I have for the Ronnie. I have to dig more for that one. Hey, I'm at work, but I'm still listening. Well, thank you, Lynn. Well, thank you. Keep us in your ear hole. Because even if you can't watch, we'll keep your ear hole entertained when we go over and do the not so serious news. And I do have some fun stories we're going to talk about. Tether bag, tool bag. Tether bag, tool bag. I got you. That's another Howard Stern reference. The old tether bag, tool bag. I played Gazzo in Rocky 2, says Brett's Hollywood Show checking in. Check out Brett's Hollywood Show on Twitter X for all your health and fitness advice. Hey, your fitness? How about fitness in your race over there? Brett's Hollywood Show. Brett gets the Hoyer from Pecan. And we are finally at the end of the opening chat family check-in. What do you say that we get on with the show?
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Let's go. You talk amongst yourselves. You talk with me for 3 hours a day and positive vibes are created. This is BF Live, the vibe. Remember when he almost killed the meter Appenbutter? Oh my God, you guys are going to pull all kind of stuff on me, make me use my brain. Pecan gets the shout out love, and we're continuing on here, guys. All right, well, we're going to get into the not so serious news, and we're going to do a few sports stories. Bobby Nick, we had just discussed the other day, I think I did a celebrity death report about Rick Derringer dying, the singer of Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo, right? Mm-hmm. And he also sang, which I didn't know that he was the singer for, it was a group called the McCoys that did the song called Hang On Sloopy. Sloopy, hang on. That song.
Oh, yeah.
Rick Derringer also was the singer of that, which I didn't learn until his death. Yes, that's what I learned in the obituary, Bobby Nick. He sung Hang On Sloopy for, they called themselves the McCoys. And we also learned that he also produced wrestling intro music, and the most famous one, I Am a Real American, the Hulk Hogan theme, Bobby Nick, which I will remind you, I must have bumped my head that day because it was an obituary, Bobby Nick. It escaped me that anything WWE related gets instantly blocked on YouTube. Mm-hmm. So I had to remove I Am a Real American from my show in order for them to unblock my show from YouTube. So there you go. But I digest. What I want to get to, buddy, is that, remember, I think Live Ween was in here talking about how for a time Rick Derringer opened up for Van Halen. When Van Halen, I don't know, it was one of their albums, one of their very early albums he was opening up for. And he Live Ween said in the chat that Eddie Van Halen had to kick Rick Derringer off of that tour for a particular reason. Do you remember any of that? I got a little video that's going to explain it to you.
Yeah, I do remember him saying that.
Well, let's watch this.
I know that story, but yeah.
I didn't know this. I didn't really know the story neither until Live Ween brought it up. And now I guess with the passing of Rick Derringer, it came up in my feed and all. And so I listen why Eddie Van Halen ended up kicking Rick Derringer off of the Van Halen tour in which Rick Derringer was opening up for them. Shout out Live Ween.
In 1980, Eddie Van Halen described why he had Rick Derringer removed from the Van Halen tour in 78. Eddie said, "There's two type of people, man. The guy next door and assholes. And the assholes are Tom Scholes, Derringer, and them f***s. I kicked Derringer off our tour. He opened for us, and he was doing Eruption."
He ended the thing like this.
Oh, no.
He was doing his shit.
I mean, we were drunk. I sat up in the bar with him the night after I heard that, and I said, "Rick, listen, like tears in my eyes." I said, "Fuck, I grew up on you. I learned your chops, but I grew from it. And here you are doing me." And I said, "Can't you do something else?" And he was just in a drunken stupor and just going, "Ugh." The next night, he did it again. I just talked to Noel. I said, "Noel, get this fucker out of here."
So there you go. That's why Bob. He said he was so fucking drunk. He was opening for Van Halen doing fucking Eruption. I mean, arguably still one of the most recognizable guitar solos of all time, Bobby Nick.
Yeah.
So you're on the tour with the dude that created doing his shit, opening before he even gets to come out on stage. It sounded like he was maybe drunk and bitter or something, and they had to kicking him off the tour because he just wouldn't get the message. I thought that was a funny story, Bob.
That's hilarious, man. Oh my God.
Can you? And he said, I even heard more of the interview where Eddie says, "Rick, man, I grew up on your shit, man." But he goes, "But I evolved." He goes, "Can you please not like play our shit?" He asked him personally, and then Rick Derringer just went out the next night and just did it anyway, buddy. All right.
Damn.
Well, you know what I'm going to do anyway? I'm going to go over to my news desk, and you guys are going to hang out with me because we can have fun with the news. You 40 awesome people checking in. This is 3 hours of positive vibes, and we like to even do positive news. So I'm going to go over to my news desk right now, and I'm going to do some not so serious news. We're going to have some fun with some news stories. Let's go. That's right, folks. You know where to get all the serious news. But this is our bubble of positivity. This is the Vibe Not So Serious News. In my first story, in the Not So Serious News, you're not going to believe these numbers. I couldn't believe these numbers, guys. In my first story, a bee alert. We have a bee alert, bee alert, or bee alert. U.S. police warn after 250 million bees escape. Bobby, Nick, and Andrew.
Oh, no.
Yes. A truck crash that set 250 million bees free has sparked warnings in the western U.S., with police telling people to avoid swarms of stinging insects. Now, I always avoid swarms of stinging insects, guys. I don't need a news report to tell me this, Bobby, Nick. Like, hey, They might just walk right into them and we don't tell them, right? So the accident happened in Washington State, in the far northwest of the country, when a semi-trailer carrying a load of hives overturned. 250 million bees are now loose, wrote Whatcom County Sheriff on its social media page.
I heard about that.
Did you? Avoid the area due to the potential of bees escaping and swarming. I'm going to show you I'll show you the video of the actual truck like on the side of the road. I'll show you a news report, and I'm really surprised about they're going to get some beekeepers out there and they're going to try to like get them back. But let me take you to the local news report about 250 million bees in a truck accident. Let's see what that looks like on the Vibe Not So Serious News.
The sound of buzzing is deafening a community in Washington state after 250 million bees were released accidentally. This happened after the trailer carrying them overturned.
Look, if you look real closely, you can see them all on the truck, Bob and Andrew. They're all swarming around it and they're all landing on it. But they actually believe they can get them back. And listen how fast they think they can get them back.
Sheriff's office says it was carrying 70,000 pounds of honey hives. Master beekeepers are working around the clock to get all of these bees back in their boxes. They say the plan is to find the queen and the rest should follow. They expect the operation should take just 1 to 2 days.
Find the queen and they will follow. I'm kind of familiar with that. So, Bob, first of all, that you have to find the needle in the haystack. You have to find the queen. But they believe, I was astonished that they think that within 2 day period, they can get 250 million bees back because of that queen's ass, because of that ace. That's amazing.
I don't know. Yeah.
Let's see. Pussy's a powerful drug, I guess. Hey,
no.
Terry Necheck there, and that 200, vying for that one booty. For that queen booty. Well, we got people checking in while I was doing that news right there. So let me see what's up. Hey, Andrew, Nick Old Sport checks in. And friends, hope you guys are good today. Hey, Nick Old Sport.
Hey, Nick.
Stick around or put us in your ear hole if you can, because we're going to get Andrew's thoughts on the release of R-Truth from the WWE and some other sports stories as part of the Vibe Not So Serious News. Articulate John, I just watched that again. They're talking about some old Stern stuff. Let's see. P-Cunt. Enjoy your there's Terry checking in saying, P-Cunt, you enjoyed today's win. Yeah, Terry, I don't think they have the system working point for point or chat for chat. That hair is something, says Space Nerd. Terry Nee gets the laugh from P-Cunt. Tiffany Washington checks in and says, good afternoon, everyone, during the first story, as well as Chris. Hey, Chris Thompson, how you doing, brother? Thanks for checking in. P-Cunt says, what's up, P-Cunt, says Chris Thompson. Hey, Tiff, says Spurk Snake. Hey, Tiff from Johnny A. Tiffany Washington gets the Hoyer from P-Cunt. Tiffany Washington throws out mad love to Spurk Snake, to Johnny A, to P-Cunt. Chris Thompson, what's up, brother, from P-Cunt. I see who's checking out. I want to make sure we got Benato. That's right, it's a Benato. The poor bees. Space Nerd, isn't that amazing that they said that if they find the queen, they believe they can get them within like 2 to 3 days. They can re-wrangle 250 million bees. That's a testimony to the power of that bee and that ass. Hi, Corn Tip from Washington. My people, says not the bees. Your peoples. Oh, your peoples. Exactly. Don't worry. They'll be back. They'll be back. Just bees. This is how they're going to do it. Not the bees is going to get out there, and he's going to say this. He's going to say,
Baby, come back.
You can blame it all on me.
all right. Space Nerd shouts out, hey, Tiff, save the bees, says Not the Bees. Not the Bees, question mark, says Terry Nees. Doesn't Gary the Conqueror live up there? Shoo, shoo, retarded flu. Shoo, shoo, retarded flu. He lives in Portland, Oregon. I thought he left him. He lives out that way. Definitely Widow Killer. Shoo, shoo, retarded flu. A good old one from Gary. I mean, Gary the retard. I don't know if I have any on my soundboard or not. That's a classic. Gary the retard. Oh my goodness. I got very good Gary. I got Gary. Oh, here, I got some Gary the retard. Here we go. Come on, here we go.
I'm retarded, you jerk. You're so retarded, blue.
There it is. That's Gary the Conqueror, the artist formerly known as Gary the Retard. Happy birthday, Terry Nee from Not the Bees, life and checking in. Queen rules all, says. Not the Bee says, yes, Terry Nee, it was me. Let's see. There's a queen living on Reseda Boulevard.
Shut the fuck up.
They'll come right to your house, Widow Killer. He will come right to his house. Exactly. Queen rules the hives. Brett's Hollywood Show says wasps never get any love, but they're just as valuable to the ecosystem. It's tragic. It's kind of like rats and mice. Like rats are like dirty and nasty. I'm like, oh, they're so cute and everything. Like the same thing with the bees, I guess. Sheila says, I feel like beekeeping is a white people thing, especially that many. That's white people stuff. You're marking under white people stuff. Like the thing I had on the not so serious news the other day, we had a white guy doing backflips on fire for a Guinness World Record, Chileno, and I said that is definitely some white people shit right there. Somebody mentioned it in the chat. Damn, I just had to do a diaper check on our 2 grandsons. I stuck my thumb in it. Shit all the way up his backside. Maybe use your nose and don't do the old physical oil check. Like, I hope nothing comes out on my thumb. That's what you get. I remember those up the back blowouts, Bobby Nick. You're like, how's that logistically possible that shit made it from there? And like they got like a racing stripe up their back of shit. How do they do that? Good luck to you, FJM, buddy. Well, there you go. Let's do another story.
I still have those.
Andrew's like, I feel your pain. It happened to me yesterday. Tom Tum. Electric Gino checks in and says, damn, that's a tough start to the week. Yeah, imagine that's your sign. That's how your week's going to go there, Electric Head Gino. This is how your week is going to be here, buddy. You're going to start just like this. All right, let's continue on. Happy birthday, Terry from Tiffany, Washington. Space Nerd is throwing up, and we're going on to the next story in the not so serious news. Bob, I know you've never flown before. You've said many times, and there's no problem with that.
No.
But you will probably be happy that you not a flyer, because you will ensure that this will never happen to you. This next story in the not so serious news. Delta Airlines responds to Moana girls' viral singing during the hours-long flight delay. So let me paint a picture for you. You're going to Orlando. You're getting ready to go to Disney and have fun with your family. You're on an airplane. But then a couple of these things happen, a couple delays happen. They don't kind of make it out the gate, weather issues. I'm going to read about it, Bobby Nick, and I'm going to tell you the horror that occurred during this flight delay. Delta Airlines was forced to release a statement after customers grew furious when during a 2-hour flight delay, a young girl essentially held passengers hostage with her rendition of How Far I'll Go from Disney's 2016 Moana movie, Bobby Nick. So you got that scenario? They've already been delayed a couple hours, and now you got a girl singing in the airplane while you're trapped, your captive audience. So let me see. It says, we appreciate the customers sharing her talents and apologize to our customers for the delay in their travels, a Delta Airlines spokesperson said in a statement to Newsweek. The flight's takeoff to Orlando was initially delayed for 2 hours due to bad weather. Things got worse when the flight circled their destination city for another 2 hours, Bobby Nick. So this is one to be glad you would never, if you ever fly, you'd definitely be glad you weren't on this one, buddy. 2 hours at the gate and 2 hours flying around in the sky because it's too overcast and they won't let airplanes land. So that's 4 hours. on the plane so far. So you're on a plane 4 hours. You're circling in the scare. It's unclear when, but at some point, it seems the young girl was invited by a flight attendant to sing on the flight crew's intercom system, Bobby Nick. So this wasn't like a thing that was just happening in part of the plane and you could avoid it. Everybody got a little taste of this. I'll play you the actual video. Tiffany says, I don't fly. I believe you can't fly. Hoya Nerd from Pecan. Hoya Nerd, Pecan, and Tiff. Hope everyone's well, says Josh in Tennessee checking in. Tennessee. What's up, Josh in Tennessee checking in? I know you're always working hard. Keep us in your ear hole if you can, buddy. Oh, hide current chat. Let me go up here. The Sky Bus, says Space Nerd. I'm going to show you this horror. So yeah, you're trapped in an airplane. You're 4 hours behind, and then this happens during it. You getting the sound, Bob, on that one?
Yeah.
All right, well, hang on a second. I got to re-click it. Hang on, it's trying to. Son of a bitch. Now it won't play. Let me reload it real quick. Trying to take me to TikTok. Play. Here we go.
No matter how hard I
Hyundai Sonata versus
Oh, with
Honda
the commercial.
Look what Sonata has and what Accord doesn't. Hyundai's.
We'll have pizza, leftover pizza for dinner tonight, okay?
4 hours trapped on a plane. All you want to do is get to where you're going, Bobby Nick.
What the fuck?
Sang the entire song, the article says.
And who is this?
Just a random passenger.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't be complaining, I'd be cheering.
Well, that's the whole debate, Andrew.
Holy.
I'd be like, shut the fuck up.
Right. What if you were trapped on that airplane you came in for 4 hours and then you had to deal with this too, Andrew? And you can't get away from it. You can't get to your destination. Can't go to the bathroom as much as you want to go. All right, we get how that went. Holy crap. But then here's like this was one rebuttal clip. I thought check out this woman, Bobby Nick. So here's another point of view. Here's a passenger that's stuck, that's subject to this. Let's watch this point of view.
I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water.
The guy, he's got his headphones on. He don't give no fucks.
Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know where I can.
Oh, he's hitting the beat. He hears it. So there you go. That's what it's like being trapped on a plane for 4 hours. I mean, literally a captive audience. Why would they give her the phone? That's what some people say.
Yeah.
I would ask the stewardess to tell her to be quiet. Exactly. Let's see. Terry Nee says, Moana means shut the fuck up in English. Let's see. So I don't know. I mean, I've only experienced a couple flight delays, luckily, Bobby Nick. I got stuck on a tarmac for a little time, and then they threatened to not fly out that night because they said it extended the pilot's flying hours too far. And then they changed their mind and we flew anyway. So, yeah, there can be issues with flying, and that's one of them right there. So, yeah, I wish my boy Scott was here today. Of course, I appreciate when he comes any day. But I wanted to hit on this a little bit about when dogs bark, Bobby Nick. You don't really talk about having too many pets, right? You're not really a pet guy, are you?
I used to be.
Yeah, right. One thing, but the question has always remained, Bobby Nick, whether you have a pet now or not. When dogs bark, are they using words to communicate? That's what the question is here. You ever thought about that? You ever talk?
I have. Definitely.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I mean, I guess some people that they have their dog say certain words, Bobby Nick, but really what they really get down to, it says, does your dog bark a lot, or is he one of the quiet pooches that only barks when things get really exciting? Most dogs bark at least a little. Dog barks are not words, but although your dog will never tell you about his parents or the weather or the amazing bone he had yesterday, his barks still communicate important information, Bob. Because I'll give you, for example, when you can communicate with your dogs because if they bark, you hear that certain bark and they let you know that maybe somebody's around that isn't normally around or something.
Mm-hmm.
So really, they said, barking the way they talk, it says dogs' barks are much closer to the noises that people make when they accidentally hit their thumb or the hammer, like, or open a fantastic present, like, wow, they do, they have those kind of reactions. These sounds convey how someone feels, but not why they feel that way. When other people hear the kind of sounds, they often come over to see what has happened. How did you hurt yourself? What a wonderful gift did you receive? Something like that. So I just thought it was a little interesting thing because I know you hear my dog every day, Bobby Nick. When it gets to be the end of the show, what's my dog do? That's her way of communicating with me, right? She gets up and jingles and makes all her damn noise and everything.
Yeah, you can hear that chain jingling and
yeah.
Noise going on. Yeah.
So there's different forms of communication with our animals. I know we all have different animals. Spawn says the dog that I never asked for barks nonstop at the vacuum when it's being run. So that's levels too, Bobby Nick, because I've never been able to tolerate a dog that just barks for no reason, buddy. That one that just, when you let them outside, they're just barking at the air because there's air out there, That used to drive me nuts. But if they're barking for a purpose to let me know when a person's around, then I acknowledge it a little more. So yeah, I don't. And then the vacuum run, I guess they just don't like that noise. Wow, I finally got 25 more XP, says Mandy Dev, and now it's going up. And Mandy, and Bobby Nick can probably back this up. I'll say this in general, like tracking all of our numbers and views and super chats and all, there's always like these delays and you get these early numbers and then maybe they'll update them, right, Bob? They're not very good at like live numbering, about keeping live counts on any of this stuff. So maybe that's where they need to concentrate on. What's up, Mandy Dev? Having fun with all the emojis. Let's see. My dog gives me a special bark for Poopy. Exactly, Tyranny, because when I first saw this, I'm like, well, yeah, strictly speaking, they don't say words. I was trying to, differentiate kind of what they were talking about here. But yeah, there's communication and then there's words. But yeah, dogs can communicate with us for sure. Maybe not with words. How about a pet sheep named Rodney? Pete Cunt knows. Hashtag Pete Cunt knows. Well, I wonder if he knows that I got another story in the not so serious news. This is an update on a story that I myself and a couple people did months ago, Bobby Nick. Delco, it's like Delaware County, I think, in the Philadelphia area. This woman, there's a court update on the Delco pooper, Bobby Nick. This woman that was involved in a viral pooping incident.
Oh, no.
It was a crappy situation. The Delco pooper makes a court appearance as witness who filmed the viral video testifies. Let's see what the update is with the Delco pooper. Take it away.
That's been splattered all over Delaware County. You've probably seen the infamous viral video, whether you wanted to or not, and then you can't unsee it once you've seen it. Today, the woman accused of a gross act during an alleged case of road rage was in court. Our Chris O'Connell's been following this one since the start. He's live in Prospect Park here with the very latest. Chris?
Yeah, Jason, I'm not sure if you can hear me or not, but I'm just going to go with it. I lost my earpiece now. Yeah, that woman who was made infamous by that now viral video of showing her defecating on another woman's car shook her head as a judge upheld the charges against her and added another one.
Shook her head?
Escorted by private security, 44-year-old Christina Solometo, leaving district court in Prospect Park without saying a word, instead letting her attorney do the talking.
If you're going to charge a client with a crime, then be able to meet that burden, okay? And from what we saw here today, I'm not sure they did.
The viral video played for a judge in court shows the end of a road rage incident where Solometo is seen defecating
she turned and
on
dropped
the
on
hood
that car
of
like that,
woman's
Bobby
car.
Nick.
The video was shot by 17-year-old Greg Ferrari, an Interboro High School junior who testified about his encounter.
It's pretty crazy. I mean, it's something that you'd never expect. So it's kind of just crazy. I just got done in school, so I got called out of school for this.
Can you tell us what happened?
The lady chased me. She chased me, and I asked her not to attack me.
The lady chased me. I asked her not to, and I shat on her car.
Also there when
I love the
Solometo
past
was
tense of
arrested
shit.
from her Ridley Park
Shat.
home on charges of indecent assault, disorderly conduct, harassment, and lewdness. Since the video has made the rounds on social media, her attorney says Solometo and her family have been threatened.
It's traumatic because it's all over the media. There's people making T-shirts, hats, threatening.
You shit on a
threatening
car. Your
comments.
client
It's
shit
not
on a
something-
car.
When we're talking about a person, it just because it's not your best day doesn't mean that you should be harassed continuously.
Now, Solometo is due back in court for her formal arraignment in July. The victim in this case has not testified in this hearing today, Jason.
Yep. All right, we're waiting to hear more. All right, Chris O'Connell, thank you very much.
Wow, there you go, guys. How do you like that, man? Lawyers, you gotta love lawyers, man. Defending shitting on a car, man. You gotta love a person that's that loyal.
I don't know, man. People are fucking crazy. That's all.
Everybody's heard about the turd. Turd is the word. Turd is the word. Says not the bees checking in. Oh, great, says Space Nerd. That's right. She could get the full extent of the law. Mud Sharks Unite with the poop emojis. Who hasn't shit on a car hood? Rob Saul has a shirt that matches hers. Is that really true?
Imagine having
Hello, Frisco.
Well.
I know I have a lot of gay tendencies, but
Okay. Haha, said Electric Hey Gino. The car is the real victim here. Exactly. The way the car's like, where's my day in court? God damn. Like, Your Honor, on the day in question, I was driving my driver and passenger.
I would have just ran that bitch over. You should have my car.
But then, and that's the problem, Andrew, and the escalating things, then it goes from shit to like capital murder or murder or something. Like, you don't want to do that, buddy. But that's the whole thing, because people sometimes snap in the moment, Andrew. So you got to hope that in the moment you don't snap like that. But yeah, people could do that. That could have been one of the consequences and repercussions. You understand? She gone. It's free publicity for the attorney. That dude, man, I saw a video of a young lady, perhaps methed out, drop trowel in aisle 3 of a Dollar General. Plop. That's fun. Josh in Tennessee says, I bet there's a few cases of pink eye to follow. Hey-o. Yeah, for the mechanics that went there. Like, hey, you didn't tell us you shit on the wood when we worked on the hood. Granny checks in on a Monday and says, I took a crap on a car's windshield. Well, if anybody in this chat did, it would be you, Granny. Slipped and my ass went into the poop and folded the windshield and cheese grated the poop into the broken windshield. Isn't that something? That's great. Like, hey. Oh, shit. Hey, Granny, stop sitting. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, shit. Oh, dang. Let's see. Oh, he's still pooping on the windshield. Stop pooping on the windshield. Sir, stop pooping on the windshield. Sir. All right, let's continue on here. What's up, Granny? That is a picture. It didn't happen, I say to that one. Poor car, says Manny Diff. Granny says, it cut my butt cheeks a little bit. Ass cheeks. Well, that's what you get for rubbing your asses on people's windshield, you knucklehead. Hey, Granny from Tiffany Wash, checking in. I believe it, Granny. No one is not believing that, right? You didn't hear anybody going, nah, no, who would do that? Ain't a person in here denying that Granny did that shit. Spawn says, Granny, again, we would have gotten along well. Let's see. Let's continue on. Granny, namaste. I'm glad you are going to stay. We got, let me see. What is this? JY Air Salam tip. Hey, friend, I saw your channel and noticed you're posting great content. Oh, I'm getting spammed already. Hey. Look, everybody, Bobby Nick, this is a good reason to announce to you with this gigantic chat in here. This is my first kick stream. BF Live The Vibe. I skipped a little Rumble thing today, and I'm trying the new fresh site, Kickstream, and I've gotten my first thing where they want to help me. My friend, I can help you, my friend. I help you with a site. Please, I have ClickFarm. I help you, my friend. Not the bees is laughing. Come on, not the bees. She has a loaded bum. I'm telling you, she always got that thing cocked off and ready to go. Like, hey, if anybody rear ends us or tailgates you, let me know when we're driving down the road, because I will shit on their hood. I will shit on their hood. Let's see. James Legend checks in. James B. Legend. Does the super chat work? It does, James. And let me give you a little disclaimer. If you want to get caught up in this new XP community point system, it's a participation system. It may or may not add the points up as fast as you participate in the show. Thank you for the $2, James B. Legend. Happy Monday, my friend. Let's continue on with another story in the not so serious news. Let me see. I got another story for you. Bobby Nick, You familiar? I mean, I know we're all familiar with Iggy Pop, but better to say, are you a fan of Iggy Pop?
I can't say that I'm really a huge fan.
Same. Matter of fact, if you put a gun to my head, I don't know if I can name an Iggy Pop song, Bobby.
Yeah.
I'll be quite honest about that. But he's
The
always
one
been
where
that,
he's singing Lust for Life, that's about the only thing.
yeah, or Candy, I saw somebody say or something, but it's not like I'm often going for or listening or when, wow, they remember those Iggy Pop songs. He was always a guy that was around, Bobby Nick, but he was just never my cup of tea, but he's always been in the air. Well, rock icon at 78 years old, hauled off a stage in a jaw-dropping concert farewell. I think this is just how he closes the shows. I'll let you know in advance. Rock icon Iggy Pop was hauled off stage in a coffin during a jaw-dropping concert farewell fans declared unforgettable. On Saturday, May 31st, the godfather of punk, good God, 78 years old, who performs shirtless. He always performs shirtless, like Andrew. By the way, wrapped up the show in Manchester, England, by literally climbing into a casket and then being wheeled off the stage. After singing his final song, Iggy, whose real name is James Osterberg Jr., made a bold statement by stepping into a coffin while wearing only black pants and shoes at the O2 Victoria Warehouse. Fans took to social media to post photos and clips from the Candy Rockers, that's the song they mentioned, dramatic exit, sharing their reactions in the process, Bob. So there's some pictures of it. Let me see. Here's the video of it right here. Oh, and then look at the beginning right there, because this young girl, for some reason, I don't know if it's just a goof, she said, I can't wait to see Iggy Azalea. She's got her wrong. She got her Iggy's messed up, buddy. Widow Killer says Bob needs to sue him for stealing his coffin bit. 100% Widow Killer. But let's watch here. I mean, rather than wait for it to, it might refresh in a second. I'm going to show you from the beginning. I'll play it with the sound here. Let me go. Let me do this real quick. Here we go. Here it goes. Oh, wait a minute. It wants me to go full screen with it. Hang on a second. Let me share this one instead. Boom. Damn it. Here we go. Get the sound going for it. Watch it. Let me hit pause. Watch this. She says about the Iggy is. Word Iggy Pop, not Iggy Azalea. There you go. Just gets wheeled off in a casket, Bobby Nick. So it reminded me of what you asked me the other day, last week when I saw Alice Cooper. You said, "Hey BF, did you see the old the guillotine act the bit he does?" Kind of gives me the same kind of vibe on that one right there, buddy.
Right. Yeah.
There you go. 78. I told you Alice Cooper was 77, but man, something about that rock and roll era, Bobby Nick, that these guys are just Rolling Stones and people are just still out there doing their damn thing at these ages, Bob.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. Well, it's still good. Now, Andrew, why don't we do a little mini sports head segment right here? You know, me and Andrew, when I had more time and I could do shows 7 days a week, I would do a sports heads with Andrew, and we would talk about our favorite sports stories. So let's do a sports head segment, Andrew. Are you awake for it, buddy? You ready?
Let's do it.
Same way he's going to do it in his sleep, folks, because he can do this. Only Andrew the Giant can. This is a little sports head segment in the middle of the Vibe Not So Serious News. Damn, Andrew, we're rolling out all the old intros today. How about that's you in your old room in your Wisconsin digs, buddy? I noticed that like right away. How about that? Some things change, some things stay the same. Well, the thing that stays the same is that Andrew is the sports fan. Now, Andrew, my Twitter started going nuts Saturday, I think it was. Tell everybody what the big wrestling news is. Who got released from the WWE over the weekend?
One of the funniest the top selling merch getter in WWE history, I think. R-Truth got released.
R-Truth, Andrew. That's amazing, brother. So for those of you who are wrestling fans, I know Widow Killer wanted to talk about it. We're doing a little sports in the middle of the news segment right here, and then I will finish up the news with the bikini report right after this. But Andrew, R-Truth, released by the WWE after 17-year stint, and he wanted to thank everybody, buddy. So R-Truth, yes, he is that brother. Right here, it says, a beloved WWE star is no longer with the company. WWE has released veteran wrestler R-Truth, he announced on social media. His quote says that I'm sorry to inform you all, I just got released from WWE, he said on Sunday. It was on Sunday, actually. I want to thank WWE for the ride, but I mostly want to thank each and every one of you who was along for the ride. Thank you for all the love, support, appreciation, and you've given me over the years. Thank you. Now, Andrew, I saw people belly aching saying that now it's a big mistake that they should have never sold to the company TKO. Who do you think is responsible for this decision, Andrew? TKO or Triple H? There's some debate about this.
TKO.
But I mean, we have noticed that they say that Triple H, Paul Vasquez or whatever his name is, he has been making the day-to-day wrestling decisions, Andrew, and they're kind of saying that this is on Triple H. But so what do you liked R-Truth, but what do you say about releasing a guy that's been with a company 17 years? What is the alternative, Andrew? What do you think they should have done?
Legends deal.
A Legends deal. Tell everybody what like a Legends deal is. You're right. That's a good point, Andrew.
Still have him under contract. Still have him merch. Still have his likeness.
Yeah.
Not have him
wrestling. Yeah, dude, that's a great point, Andrew. They do give some of these really the guys that they want to keep a connection with. They give them what's called like a Legends deal, and it's like a limited deal just to keep them like in the fray. And they come on and maybe announce a show or two, or come on and do a spot, and they're still with the company. They still get to sell their merch. They're still that person. That would have been that would have been better, Andrew.
I would not be surprised if they do that down the road with him.
I think they should, Andrew. I mean, right, but so many people are upset by the release of R-Truth. The social media was going nuts saying this is because Vince is gone and Triple H did it, or they never should have sold a TKO and it was better when it was Endeavor. I mean, people were complaining about everything, Andrew. What is your take on this? You said they should have made him a Legends contract and kept him in the fold, right?
Yes.
So you got to listen to Andrew the Giant. He's telling you what the wrestling fans want.
I was like, dude, fuck all the rest. Braun Strowman, I get he's 15% paralyzed in one leg.
Yeah.
He can barely wrestle. His legs are shot in all this.
So Andrew makes a good point, because I was going to put it out there saying what is a fair way. And I do believe that what you say, like as a legend, that would have been a fairer way to release a guy. But many people are upset because 17-year WWE favorite R-Truth has been released. We don't know if it's TKO's decision, or they're telling Triple H who to wrestle, or if this is all on Triple H. But people are not happy about it. You know what I'm happy about, though, is that I just saw somebody pop in the chatter. The one and only Chris Popke checks in. Hey, Chris.
Yeah. Why don't I love Natalya to death? I absolutely love Natalya to death.
Yeah, she's got a cute face and banging old bod, right?
But the fact is, they do nothing with her.
They don't. She's like a social media wrestler star.
Instead of releasing R-Truth, release her. Or someone that
that's great art. That's a great argument, Andrew. Yeah, that's a great argument. Yeah, because she's just the daughter of Jim the Anvil Neidhart or whatever, Natalya. She's fine and everything, but yeah, she like stirring the pot as much as she's a big social media thing with her sister or whatever, Andrew. I know you know that too.
Yep.
Yeah, she's always like in bikinis with her sister on Instagram.
By the way, they cannot start OnlyFans when they're in the company.
Yeah, that's right. There was something about that. Even like Twitch deals, like they used to have to get permission to have social media deals on certain platforms. I remember also, Andrew. Let's see what else we got here. Man, Diff saying hoy. Hi, Popkey from Tiffany, Washington. Tiff Washington was right, says James. Hi, James from Tiffany, Washington. What was she right about? I missed that. Let's see. Vince McMahon's penis. That's what ran that company for a long time. You know what's up. Yes, Tiffany Washington. He finally did sell the company. Hey, James. I thought it was funny, kind of a slap in the face to like Stephanie and to his son that he didn't like keep it in the family, but he sold that thing for top dollar. The family, that's like family wealth. They'll be fine forever. Not to burst Andrew's bubble, but WWE is not a sport. Yeah. Well, Andrew loves it. It is an athletic endeavor with a predetermined outcome, but it is quite physical and it could be interesting. Remember all those R-Truth movies, says James B. Legend. You remember R-Truth movies?
Yeah.
I can't say that. Andrew would.
What?
Do you, Andrew?
Yes.
You do? Would you like to elaborate?
And his rap songs and everything.
Yes, he tried that. Hey, Andrew from Lynn Monger checking in on your channel.
Hey, Lynn.
And Lynn always asks multiple times, how are you, Andrew? She'll ask again.
Good.
All right, you gotta give Lynn.
Did he end his career coming to the ring rapping?
No, I don't think so. Remember when Vince shit on that woman? Christ, yeah. That was great, says Chelino. Yeah, you know what? That's that era we grew up in, bro. Like WWE and Playboy and all that crazy, outrageous shit that you would never get away with anymore. Imagine it. That was great. The good old days, remembers Chelino. As I move on to the next sports story, Andrew. Andrew is a super sports fan, and I know you love Major League Baseball as well, Andrew. You were saying something about your Brewers on social media over the weekend. What's going on with them?
7-game winning streak.
7-game winning streak. And I must say that my lowly Baltimore Orioles that are struggling because we really have no really great starting pitchers. We got like 41-year-old guys and Japanese guys that are first year in the league, Andrew. But we're actually on a little 6-game winning streak over the last 2 series or so. So we're doing okay, doing better. That's nice. Bobby Fran, Bobby Nick, Andrew, good morning to my bro and our fun guest on Replayable Saturday night. He did 3.5 hours with us. Bro, were we not tore up from the floor up, bro? I could tell because you were getting that part where you like weren't speaking high. You were like just quiet and solemnly high, which is fine. That's where you should be, buddy. We smoked the fuck out of the other night. Two Joints getting love from Andy Diff. James B. Legend says you can get away with that with it all today, not the shitting. That's probably a fair point. Hey, Two Joints from Tiffany, Washington. Goonie Goo Goo, Two Joints, says Pecan checking in. Tiffany, Washington, good morning. And Mandy and P from Two Joints. Popkey says, I took my daughter to WWE last year. It was very fun and interesting slice of humanity. Isn't it, Popkey? And I don't, you can tell me your experience, bro, but I've been to wrestling many times. And it is it's a chill, it's like a tight-knit community. And bro, Popkey, how many people do you see walking around with their multiple belts on, Bobby Nick? It's hilarious, bro. People go hard in the paint when you go to wrestling crowds, Bobby Nick.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
You used to go to the Stampede in Calgary like many years ago, right? Or
oh yeah, well,
you're familiar with that wrestling, right?
But yeah, I went all the time, every Saturday.
Yeah, those people that walk around with their belts, but it's always a great natured, fun community. I've never had any issues at a wrestling show. Two Joints, homie. Let's crank some ministry. About to save that for in the lounge. I
remember seeing Andre the Giant in the fucking 80s, man. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. That's definitely one to remember seeing. We got Torch BF talking about Saturday night. Spawn is here. Andrew, I want to talk about an incident that happened on the field. This is a rookie mistake. This happened during the previously Oakland Athletics. Now they're in limbo, Andrew. They're playing in a minor league stadium, as you know, for 2 years until the Oakland Athletics will ultimately finish their move to Las Vegas and become the Las Vegas whatever, right, buddy?
Do you think they should keep their name?
It's interesting. I think on the surface, my thing is always, if you're going to go to a new city, come up with your own name that applies to that city. And I guess it could all depend. When the Browns moved here, we didn't want the Browns. We renamed them the Ravens. I think they should change their name. I guess. Bottom line, they should.
I got one.
What do you got?
Las Vegas High Rollers.
Oh, this is why Andrew is called the Human Sports Ticker. Now, Andrew, you're going to notice that there's a gentleman in light powder blue on third base, and he just successfully made it to third base. And for those of people that don't really know the rules of baseball down to the detail, once you achieve a base, you are never, ever to lose contact with it unless you ask the umpire for timeout to step away, fix your jock or whatever. You are never, ever, ever to give up contact with the base. Watch what happens here, Andrew. This is baseball 101. This is a no-no. This should have never happened.
And it's that top foot, or it's the toes of the right.
He jumps up and down to celebrate. The guy gets the ball.
Oh no, you see it.
And tags him out, Andrew.
He's out.
He's out. Popke says, copyrighted, Andrew. High rollers on a broadcast.
Between the bag and his cleat from that last shot we showed you.
I mean, they teach you this in Little League. You see people overrun the base and leave their toe touching the base, Andrew. You are never to break contact with a base once you've achieved it. And this is...
Here comes a call.
Yeah.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. He is out.
Yes.
The run will score.
So the run score.
And there was a runner on base, Andrew.
They're going to try and answer back in the top of the sixth. Great job on Max Schumann. A nice job calling the review.
And it's that top foot, or it's the toes of the right foot that we're not going to be able to see here.
Oh, no. You
Why was he doing that?
He's out.
No one ever jumps on a bag. You never do that.
I mean, you can see the daylight between the bag and his cleat from that last shot we showed you.
That's right.
Here comes a call.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. He is out.
Yes.
What do you think, Andrew? Was that a bonehead move or not?
Horrible.
That is bonehead shit right there.
As soon as you touch the base, time.
See it all the time. And then they adjust their gloves, they fix their jock, whatever they got to do. He jumped up and down. You classic showing off. You big dummy. Says P cunt, you big dummy. He was really excited. Yeah, Space Nerd. And that, that happens literally every hit, every play of the game. But you're taught, you just never, that's what happens if you give up contact with the base. Only Toronto says Justin. Spawn says, and this is another technicality that a lot of people don't realize. There's a nuance between when you're running down first, if you run straight through first, you are allowed to overrun first base in an attempt to take first, Andrew, right? But if you make that slight turn when you get to first and go towards second and you're caught off base just for making that turn, the difference between going straight or making that turn, you can be tagged out. That's what Spawn's pointing out in the chat. So there you go. What else? What else we have? Good morning, nerd. All right. I just thought, and yeah, copyright High Rollers, the Las Vegas High Rollers, says Andrew the Giant. Grandstanding and hot dogging. Yeah, and that is the essence of any sport, really, nerd, is that controlling your emotions and focusing in and everything and not doing that stuff because you're all excited and everything. That is unfortunately, or good or bad, that is part of it. You have to know, even when you're excited.
Call time and then do that shit.
Call time and then do that shit. All right. Let me see what else I got here. Oh, I got that one. All right, I'll bring that up here. I'll do this as the last sports story, Andrew, and then I'm going to bring you a bikini report. But right now,
Corbin Burns.
Ah, yes, Andrew. Corbin Burns, he was a former Milwaukee Brewer ace pitcher. Andrew was super upset that my team, the Baltimore Orioles, traded for him and took him away from the Milwaukee Brewers last year, but he only stayed with us part of the season, Andrew, and he ultimately left to become a free agent. Tell everybody Corbin Burns' status right now.
During his start yesterday, he was seen mouthing, "My elbow is dead. It's done."
Really? Wow. And so you speculated that Tommy John is in his future, huh? Tommy John surgery.
Because he lost about 3 to 4 miles an hour on his pitches yesterday, and I'm like, ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, you throwing slow. There's something wrong there. James B. Legend says, if you measure the current geopolitical instability against the likelihood of an eventual nuclear fallout, you may appreciate some hot dogging in baseball. There you go. All right. It's not a matter of appreciate it or not. It's just funny. Just, they play the game and they do it all these years. You never see anything like that. And there's those little kind of moments. And that's why we kind of made a special point of it here, because it rarely happens, if at all. I thought Corbin Burnson played a Roger Dorn in Major League. No, that's the guy from LA Law, you knucklehead. But I do that too. When I hear his name, Corbin was, great. Exactly. See, he knows. Popke knows. Yeah, I know that name from a guy that was on LA Law many years ago. All right, well, I got one more story, and let's leave off with some fun. This isn't about base running. How about this? How about the absolute carnage of the 2025 Mascot Gold Cup, Andrew? This is mascots from all walks of life and sports and video games and everything. Let's watch this to wrap up the news. The sports.
In fact, the sausages have started. The sausage are crackling away up front. Oh, scorching pace from the sausages.
Those dicks are cheating.
Who are absolutely lashing down the track this year. Scintillating stuff from them. Good to
get a
see
head
some
start.
new sausages instead of the old bangers that normally run in this race. They're miles clear, the sausages, going down towards the first of the obstacles. The rest of the runners will be underway shortly. Lego Man's poised to get going. So too is Dino the dinosaur, and also the zebra's looking as if she's going to be underway very shortly as well. But the sausages have got over the first, they've gone round the first flight of hurdles, and the second tranche are underway now. Deborah the zebra is prominent behind the pace. The third tranche have started. Oh, the hedgehog's absolutely screaming down the track. Goodness me,
shit,
the hedgehog's absolutely flying here.
It's Sonic
Not
the
so
Hedgehog. Look
slow.
out.
Joe is scorching down over the hurdles. He's going to pass the sausages. Oh, the hot drinks in hot pursuit behind them as well. And the ones starting at the back have got no chance. Not so slow. Joe is absolutely flying over the water jump and down towards the final flight of hurdles. Not so slow. Joe's going to score here, and going to score
keep up
by the best part of two fences. Running on from way back
Sonic's
in one of the
brother.
boxes here. Not quite sure which one it is, but he's got second place. Arnage at the final flight.
I heard that too, Chelino. It's pronounced zebra. Is it zebra or zebra? He said zebra. Hey, Bob, I heard you having some tomato conversation with Kyoto Whiskers last night or the other night. You had some tomato.
Yeah.
Do you say zebra or zebra in Canada?
Zebra.
Fucking zebra.
Superhero gone, no. Tony the Pony's running on behind them. Beefy's trying to finish, so too is Lammy. The horny cow, well, there's plenty of those around near Witherby. That one's finished pretty quickly. The Castle's over the line, and the Panto Pony's next in the field.
Now fucking
Donald
zebra,
Duck's trying to run at the back. And Beefy's
it's more exciting than the football, isn't it?
Carnage.
You're not wrong, Popke.
Lego Man's gone down like a ton of bricks. He has got up again.
Lego Man went down like a ton of bricks. I heard what you did there.
They're all streaming over the line, and some way back in the field. The Yorkie boys down towards the back. The original Norkie and
these
the
things
new
were,
Yorkie.
these are almost
Are gonna come
circumcised.
towards the
Those-
rear. Looks
those
like
sausages.
Peter Rabbit's well back in the field as well. But congratulations to Not So Slow Joe, who's gone on to land the spoils in the Mascot Gold Cup. Won't be too long.
All right, there you go. There you go, guys. But Bobby is from the gay part of Canada. It's pronounced, I guess he's saying zebra here in this part. Maybe he's saying zebra. You got to do the ZEB-RA if you're doing zebra or zebra. Chelino, zebra. James B. Legend says, I think the dicks are faking the finish. I see what you did there. Let's see. All right, let's see. We did that sports story. We left a little mascot race. Now, to wrap up this kind of extended part, normally the news and halfway through the show, we're about at 1:30 on the East Coast of the United States. I will let you know that it's 1:53 where I'm coming to you from as I bring you a bikini report, Bobby Nick. And boy, I wish I was part of this one, and I wish I knew how to get in this club, buddy. But it says, I'm trying to talk and set my thing up here. This bikini report is going to talk about America. America continues to have the wealthiest people on the planet. And for more on this story, we're going to take you over to the Bikini Report, who's going to tell you the percentages of millionaires in the United States. Go ahead, Bikini Report. Tell us about the new millionaires in the United States.
America continues to be the home for the wealthiest people on the planet. According to the USA Wealth Report 2025, the U.S. has 37% of the world's millionaires and 33% of the billionaires. In terms of wealth, it's been a very good decade for America, which saw its millionaire population grow by 78%. That edges out China's 74% and is well ahead of the rest of the world's wealthiest countries. New York City is still the biggest wealth hub in the U.S., although the Bay Area has the highest concentration of billionaires with a whopping 82. Not surprisingly, LA finished third on the list, with Chicago and Houston rounding out the top 5. For the Bikini Report, I'm Isabella Rossini. Make sure to like and follow us for more daily headlines.
Damn. More millionaires are being invented, Bobby Nick. I either got to figure out how to do it or get to know some of these people. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
It's good for the 1%. Said, yeah, Popkey, but it seems like it's growing, buddy. What the fuck? Such an accomplished newsreader. What is she saying exactly? Is she saying something? Yeah, I was going to say about she looking good. She got a little extra tan, got that white bikini on. Not one of the worst combos we ever seen, Bobby Nick.
No, not at all.
Well, Oscar Electric checks in. He checks in a lot on. I want to thank him for checking in and give me some comment love over there on Twitter. I'm going to on YouTube, matter of fact. Oscar says, BF, it's me, Oscar Electric. Can you send my love to the best buddy Bobby, to my best buddy Bobby? What's up, my brother Andrew? I wish you all a happy fucking Monday.
What's up, man? Happy Monday to you.
Happy Monday, Oscar Electric. Buy low, sell high, says Gino Electric. Hey, Gino. Jesus, she needs to eat a sandwich or 600, bro. She ain't the thinnest one I've ever showed on the show, Chelino, so we know how Chelino likes them, Bobby Nick. Oh, my goodness. Because we definitely got some that I called it out. I'm like, girl, you need a couple ham sandwiches. Eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. But Chelino, that ain't even thick enough for Chelino. I know what neighborhood you're in, buddy. Let's see. Oscar Electric, to Cal from Pecan. And with that, guys, let me see. I think it's a Bikini Report. I think that's all I have. There you go. We did it. We did some news stories. We threw in some sports stories, little sports heads with Andrew. Why don't you say we wrap up this segment and let's get on with the show? We got more fun to be had here. That was just the Vibe Not So Serious News. There you go. See? I told you you could have fun with the news, and that's what we do every day right here on the Vibe Not So Serious News. Countering Chelino, saying, Jesus, she needs to eat a sandwich or 600. We have James C. Everybody, different strokes for different folks. I thought she might need to lose 30 pounds, says James B. So it all depends on what your style you like. But there you go. We got a little something for everybody on the Vibe. Well, wait a minute. But Chelino says, wait a minute. I was talking about Bobby. There you go. All right. James likes screwing skeletons. Let's see. Mandy getting the love from Oscar Electric and Yo Pecan from Oscar Electric as we wrapped up the news. Well, not only wrapped up the news, folks, like I said, normally we do this at 1:30. We do just 3 hours of live programming every day. I hope you're having a great Monday so far. But folks, I need to take a piss break. I imagine many of you do too. So what do you say we do this? We're going to pause for the calls for about 2.5 minutes. And I'm going to run a little video here so you can go take care of whatever business you got to take care of. You can grab a drink, you can grab a smoke, grab a snack, or grab a friend and tell them that no one's having more fun than we do on YouTube. Let me right here on the middays on the sensation that is, the YouTube sensation that is, the Vibe Show 315, folks. So let's do this. And when we come back, we can do... I got my little check off. I got to check off some stuff right here. We did the other news. We can do, I saw a movie this weekend. We can do an unasked for movie review. We can do the national calendar check. We like to check the horoscopes on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays to see what the stars have in mind for us so we know what's happening at the beginning, the middle, and the end of the week. We can do a little Perry talk, but we're not going to do any of it until I go take this piss, folks. So this is our time. 2.5 minutes. Grab what you need and come back. Don't go anywhere. 2.5 minutes for more fun. Basically, a whole other show, just like we did on the other side of this 2.5 minute piss break right after this.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
Andrew, is this true? Because Pecan says, I know you touched my pee-pee, Andrew. Man. And they're touching pee-pees. Let's see, Bobby Nick checked out for a little bit.
Like sucked it off.
Whoa, wait a minute. Jesus. He did more than touch it, apparently. Mayor Bobby Nick. Jesus. My goodness. Sarcasm doesn't translate sometimes, James. That is true, boy. That is true in these chats. There you go. Andrew relieved himself while Bobby had 4 smokes during the piss break. He could have had easily 4. Space nerd, high space nerd, you know, it's fun. Opposite. Okay, there you go. You guys are just you're taking the opposite thing. Sarcasm. Guys having fun. That is true. Let's see. I just peed on a rock at the beach life, says Chris. Says Chris Popke. Pecan is laughing with the Andrew emojis. Popke is living the dream, says Space Nerd, and I'm living the dream with you guys. Well, there you go. You know what? If you don't have like the access to the beach life, there's some things there, you know, other ways of making yourself feel better about life, like watching other people fail at things. Let's watch Big Fails compilation, and then we'll get on to some other fun content. Oh shit!
One.
Oh, that's the bird that bit that guy on the lip.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Ooh, she gonna hit her face on the hole. Oh, damn. Oh, bro, no, Trey. I kicked the machine. Here you go.
Let's go.
Oh, there you go. Well, there's something a little laugh at that. Make you feel better about yourself right here on the vibe. Some fun fails. Hey, speaking of fun, I got some fun guy coming in. He's ready. He's backstage. He has joined us. You've been asking for him, and now he's here. He is the one and the only, the prop master. It's Checking in on the vibe.
Oh yeah, everybody.
Oh yeah, and happy Monday. How you doing, buddy? Everybody's asking about you.
Yeah, I went to bed at 2 o'clock last night, and then I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I just overslept. I went back, fell back asleep, and overslept.
Wow. Well, it happens, and yeah, you don't realize how much you need sleep until you actually take a minute to get sleep, or you get tricked into sleeping there, Scott. But I imagine you were. I don't know if you're doing as many shows as Bobby Nick, but I see you on a good many shows over the weekend, buddy. You have a good weekend?
Yeah, it was a good weekend. What kind of got me in here though was the first thing I woke up, I seen a message from my baby love, and
that was the gayest thing I ever wrote, Scott, ever in my whole entire life.
What do you say?
I felt dirty after saying
I
that.
miss you. We're missing you. What'd you say? Something really gay?
Yeah, we always.
That was pretty gay.
Whenever
Oh,
one
that's
of us
funny.
ain't here on, whoever's here first, we usually send the other a love you message or whatever.
Widow Killer acknowledges the NXT champ with the NXT chant right there. There you go. What's this sleep I hear so much about? Who is that young man? There he is, Scott. There he is. So it all worked out for everybody. Sarcasm. There you go. Popkey is living the dream. We got that one earlier. Well, there you go. We got our bros here. Scott, I got you here just in time. You sent me this Sebastian Bach video.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see.
I've seen Sebastian Bach with this same guitar player too, and Sebastian Bach. If you ever seen him in real life, man, he's like bigger than life. He's fucking.
He is. He's like 6'7" plus. He is like freakishly fucking tall. Yeah.
And
he is.
It's one of his routines things, man. He does it several times to a concert. He'll take that microphone and just start whipping it around. And
Bro.
he could just about clear a stage with it, man.
You know, what kind of asshole must he be that him and Skid Row can't get it together to fucking do shit, bro? Because you talk about a good band from that era that still could be doing some good shit. I mean, he must be right. I mean, was that Bobby Nick? I don't know, but yeah.
That was Andrew's background.
Okay. He always had some great pipes, Scott. You'll hear a little bit of it here. He still can kind of do it when he's not drinking it up. I mean, he is that quintessential rock and roll, don't give a fuck, going to drink and just do whatever the fuck I want. Even if they kick me out of my own band, I'm going to do, you know, Skid Row would be so great with them together. But let's watch this. Yeah. And he slings his microphone around like these wild rock guys do. He's like 6 foot plus, 6'6" or 6'7", and then something happens. Now he starts doing it. When's he get him, Scott?
Here goes that went.
And he walked right into it. No, it's not that one, Bobby.
Brad, are you okay, buddy?
He just hit his boy with the slinging the mic. Oops. Yeah, when the guitar guy turns around, Sebastian's slinging his shit.
Right.
There you go. Walked right into it. He's lucky it caught him where he did, Scott. He's lucky it didn't catch him in the skull. I know.
Could be worse.
That's crazy. See, that's what Spawn says. Dave the Snake Sabo and Rachel Bolan want no part of him. Our reunion would sell like fucking crazy, though, Scott.
They've had several different singers.
They've tried.
And the last one that they had was just as good as Sebastian Bach, man. But he ended up getting cancer or something, some kind of sickness. And so Lizzie Hellstorm has been filling in for them for a singer. And she's fucking awesome. She's fucking awesome with them.
Yeah.
Hailstorm was at they played one of the other stages at the show I was at, Scott. But
oh, really? Yeah. I think that band a lot.
Dorothy and Hailstorm was there. Let's see. So that was a fun little thing that we're gonna do right here. Scott and Bobby, were you guys much fans of the Karate Kid movie?
Yeah,
back in the day,
many times. Andrew's always doing that standing crane thing.
You. Well, Scott, they have been running them 1 and 2 like over the weekend because the new movie opened. It was Karate Kid Legends, bro. So I'm gonna go right now. I went and saw it over the weekend. I took my wife to see it because I got the bonus points. You know, she likes movies and all. So I jumped ahead and went ahead and see it. And why don't we do this? Let me find my little element here.
I didn't know there was a new Karate Kid.
Yeah, there is. So I'm gonna tell you all about it right here. I'm glad you said that because as soon as I find my thing, I'll tell you about it. Where is my? I went to the movies thing. Shit, the unasked for movie review. EFI, can you make a sandwich? Where is unasked for movie review? Fuck. I know I got one here. All right, but I'm gonna tell you about the Karate Kid Legends that I saw this weekend in my unasked for movie review. I thought I had a pick for that with popcorn and all that shit. Let me see. I thought I did. All right, unasked for me. Hey, when I can't find my elements, I take all this time. It's manimal, make a sandwich, social media. I can't find it. All right, well, let's talk about it now. Yeah, Scott, because well, those movies originally came back like in the mid '80s. Bobby, are you a Karate Kid fan? No, Ralph Macchio and all that shit.
Yeah, I was very much so back in the day.
But they are the quintessential '80s movies, Scott. Looking back on them, you laugh when they see them when they're setting up all the characters to set up the good and the bad. And like my wife said the other day, it's funny how like everyone in the town is assholes to him. Like it's a whole town of assholes, basically, Scott.
Yeah. There was a series on too. I can't remember what channel.
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai, that was it.
Yeah, when Netflix was attempting to create their original content, they jumped on the whole the Karate Kid thing, and they did Cobra Kai. I used to hear Howard Stern talk about Cobra Kai and rave over it, Bobby Nick. He would always come back going, I saw Cobra Kai. It's really good. And I'm thinking, what can they really do with that story on their show? But I never really watched it.
I watched a little bit of the first season. That was about it.
Yeah, it never caught on. Howard Stern raved about it. Like Cobra Kai every week. Cobra Kai, man. He loved that show. Cholino says, Scott, I just acquired a dope amp, a blackface 1965 Princeton Reverb, Fender Princeton Reverb.
Yeah, he's right. That is a dope amp. Nice, Cholino.
Wax on, wax off. That's right, Pecan. Very famous. Wax on, wax off. Yeah, you gotta be cleaning your house and painting and doing everything. You ain't teaching me no karate. Chosen from part 2 would wipe the mat with Mike Barnes from part 3. I didn't even sweep the leg. That's right. Sweep. You got a problem? You got a problem with that? Sweep the leg. Take him out. You got a problem with that? Let's see. Sebastian sang the national anthem the day of Gary's first pitch. His joke to Gary after the pitch was the pitch worse than I sing? No way. Gary made sure he did that. The Gary Delabate first pitch. I wonder, for those that didn't see that, if I could pull that up real quick on, I bet I could, on this handy little thing called the old social media here, the YouTube. Let's see. G-A-R-E-E. Is it Delabate or Delabate? Both. Delabate. Oh, look at you. Look, I don't even have to finish it. Like the second thing that comes up is pitch. It's Gary Delabate pitch. So for those of you who are not familiar with everything, I'll give you some context for your non-Stern fans. Howard Stern had a producer who had like exaggerated buck teeth, and he did Gary Delabate. Hello, Wolf. And he couldn't talk over those teeth. So he was always getting these opportunities to go out in public and represent the Stern show. And so he was a baseball fan, and he got a chance to do a first pitch at a Mets game, right? I mean, what an honor if it goes right. But you guys, you probably remember listening at the time. It was a lot of buildup. We're kind of doing this in the middle of my unasked for movie review, talking about the real pitch real quick. But let me take that down. Let's talk about this first pitch right here.
I think it got into his head. They talked about it so much before.
Talked about it so much. He talked about how his children were at like baseball age at that time, so he thought he was in good shape. I play ball enough and throw it, and yeah. But he ended up getting like training from major leaguers, right? He like really overthought it, Scott, because he knew too many people too well, I think.
Yeah.
Bring Andrew back in. Oh, Andrew's back in sleeping. I'll worry about the noise, but here we go. So I'm going to show you this. Here comes. We're going to show it real quick, and then I'm going to tell you about what I thought about the new Karate Kid Legends movie. But since it came up in the chat right here, we were talking about it. Let's see who brought that up. All right, let's do this now. This is on May 9th, 2009. Gary Baba Booey Delabate threw out the first pitch for the Mets game at Citi Field. So let's watch this. And the reason that's the reason of it is segue is because Sebastian Bach is mentioned in the chat that Sebastian Bach, who we were just talking about, sang the national anthem before this happened, or at some point during this. Here we go.
Oh, Jesus.
That fucking thing wasn't even close, Scott.
Oh,
like,
Jesus
not
Christ.
even.
What did he do? He just threw it and it hit the umpire. Oh, Jesus Christ.
He like took 2 steps forward.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Ceremony first pitch in baseball history. This is a disaster.
It's a disaster. Yeah, Bob. And that was the whole funny thing about Howard. Like, why are you doing this? And you're not a baseball player, and got into his head, and it totally fucked him, Scott.
Yep.
It totally fucked him, and that's what you got right there. But we are doing the unasked for movie review. Hi, says our friend, hi, Tiffany from Matt. We got all the hides going out here. LOL, he was so mad at Artie over this. Yeah, because Artie like ragged at being the ultimate sports fan and ultimate kind of dockside macho guy. Yeah, Artie couldn't stop that infectious laugh of his, Scott. When he just starts that cackle, kind of like you got. You got a little cackle there too. That little just kind of shit-eating.
Cackle.
Oh boy, we got Andrew on keywords. Cackle is the keyword. We should write these down, Bobby Nick. Whatever words like Andrew blurts out when he's in this half asleep state. Cackle. Fuck yeah, Andrew. Is that edible still hitting you, brother? Edible still hitting you, Andrew? Is that what's going on here?
No.
Nope. Andrew's ready. He's going to pep up right now.
1, 2, 3, 4. Doom tech, doom tech, doom tech, doom tech.
There you go. He shook it off. He's ready to go. All right, let's see. The Nightbot is throwing some links out there. Spawn truly not about the shattering mirror. There we go. Artie Lang walk off in the background. Let's see. Fuck yeah, we got that. All right, let's continue on with the next story that I have. We were doing the unasked for movie review. You didn't ask for it, but when I go to see movies, I come back and tell you about them. So we were talking about Karate Kid, and that led us to that whole conversation, which can be fun. But they've been showing them all weekend, last couple weekends on the movie channel, Scott. So I've been sitting there kind of watching them all back to back, kind of getting into some of the story and all. But I didn't even fuck with Karate Kid 3, bro. I did 2. I don't even think I messed with 3.
I don't think I did. Is that the one there that had a girl as the
you know, you might be right. I bet our chatters will be able to
That
tell
3
us
or was that 4? I'm not sure.
Does the movie take place before or after Cobra Kai? I believe this is after Cobra Kai, a Widow Killer. This is when him and what's his face are all like already friends and all, because that kind of plays a little part at the end. There's a little Easter egg scene at the end of the movie that involves old characters. Popke says, I love that you can see Artie on the field behind home plate, immediately turn his back and start laughing. Hey, Bobby's #1 fan is here. That means you. And he's saying, how much to kick BF? Ah, good luck with that. I'm the host, mofo. I'm the host with the most. How you doing there? You better say you better change that to Bobby and BF's #1 fan, Bobby's fan. What's up, Andrew?
It says his name on the title, right? And they have me kick him.
Yeah. Andrew's going to kick you to common sense, mofo. Let's see. No, that was way later with the chick, says Spawn, about the next Karate Kid with Hilary Swank is the 4th movie, says Widow Killer. Part 3 was back to the All Valley tournament format. Papa Scott, Mama Nick, Andrew are all we want. But when you got problems, you better wait for No Filter then, or just be quiet while you're here. A girl doing karate. Ha ha, says Selena. All right, here we go. Widow Killer, 100%. All right, I'm gonna show you the official trailer for it. I think I enjoyed it. I saw some reviewers, guys. They were kind of ragging and saying this is the reason that the Karate Kid Legends just falls short. But I've never trusted in reviewers, Scott and Bobby Nick. I don't know about you guys.
Me neither.
Movie reviewer. I think it's all subject to taste, Bobby Nick.
Yeah.
Exactly. I remember those snobs. Who the fuck were they? The 2 thumbs up.
Cisco and Ebert.
Cisco and Ebert.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they famously trashed some very popular movies.
Yeah. Fuck them.
And yeah. And then you've had examples of music reviewers like trashing Beatles albums and Led Zeppelin albums back in the day, saying they're not going to go anywhere. So movie reviews are as good as the person that's writing them, I guess, or if you give a shit. But let's watch this now. Let's watch the trailer. I think they did a good job of of making the connections to the old movie and the old storyline without like trying too hard or making it overly cheesy. And they introduce some new characters, the new young kid. You'll see there's similarities to the old ones. This is my unasked for movie review of this is the Karate Kid Legends movie.
Our traditions are rooted in history. Kung Fu, karate. The tree grows strong.
You see the young kid, excuse me, you see the young kid right there, right? He's the new, like the young one that has to be in, you know, he's going to be involved in the karate and all.
Good. Yeah, go to the bathroom or anything?
Oh, there you go. And in the background. But I had another point about that I wanted to make.
You knew Mr. Miyagi? I did not come looking for Sensei Miyagi.
Oh, this is Jackie Chan, you know, taking place of the wise Asian. You know, Mr. Miyagi is no longer alive. Pat Morita. So you have Jackie Chan. He is the wise Asian. And that's the connection between him and Ralph Macchio's character here, and you'll see it right here.
I came looking for you. In life.
And the karate tournament they have is actually pretty badass.
One question. Is
Is
it worth fighting for it?
Hit the head of the baseball bat.
Or not? Lee means to me what you meant to Sensei Miyagi.
I'm doing this for all of us. Whatever it takes. Two branches. One tree.
Two branches, one tree.
My face on my camera. You can get it in something. Mine's on.
There you go. Just started this weekend. Started on May 30th. So I don't know if you took anything from that movie trailer, but it's very much the same vibes, guys. It's very much the you know, the us against them kind of thing. And very similar with it's a town full of assholes that, you know, are all picking on the guy. They end up having this really cool tournament. They call it the 5 Boroughs. Is the tournament that this is going to be around, and that the last tournament is like outside. It's all outdoor, like karate and stuff. So it's pretty good. If you enjoyed the original Karate Kid stuff, and if you like movies like this, you will not be disappointed by seeing this. I didn't think it was cheesy or anything. The new kid is good, and you got the Jackie Chan character, Scott. So that's my takeaway from that. So I think it'd be worth it.
Something I never told you guys about myself. From when I was in about middle school, I took karate for a year, a little over a year, and I fought in a couple of tournaments.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, got a trophy.
Scotty Gee, Scotty and his gi and everything.
Got a trophy. Yeah, had a gi. It had the gi. It was a blue belt. It had the
All right.
trophy. I used to travel to other schools to show our shit.
That's awesome, man. I love this. See, just doing an unasked for movie review. We find out something else. Go, Scott.
I can still count the 10 in Chinese from doing all the calisthenics. That's kind of why I'm so when I'm flexible now. You know, when I put my hand, it comes from all the time in karate when I started stretching and all that stuff.
Most honorable Scott Fitzpatrick. Most honorable. That's cool, man. See that? That's why I like doing this show and just bringing up whatever, because you never know what you're going to learn about your friends on here. We didn't even know about that about Scott. If I would have said that, we got Knowledge Untamed checking in from Andrew the Giant 96 channel. He says, sorry, I haven't checked in, Andrew. I was trying to do a quarter key with like 4 hookers, and I thought one of them, so I was freaking out, and she jumped up, and I freaked out. She thought one of them was dead. You got to watch them dead hookers and that cocaine. Knowledge Untamed. Yeah. Part 2 is in Okinawa, and Part 3 introduces Terry Silver. Sounds like we have a fan Widow Killer. I think you would enjoy this Widow Killer. You would let me know if you go see it, what you think about it. Ebert got his karma, says Selena. Yeah, those guys. And my whole thing about reviewers also, Bobby and Scott, is that those guys, it's their job to do it for a living, right? They get paid. So, right Scott? They probably get like a little stipend or some money and go, here, go see this movie, go have lunch, and then come back and write a review. As to where, so they have a different point of view. Somebody, a working person that goes out and they're looking for a good time is going to have a different take on it than a reviewer, Scott.
Yeah, because as a regular watcher, you go watch the movies that you have an interest in or want to watch. Whereas if you're getting paid, you may have not.
You're going because you have to.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. So that's just another reason why I just don't really care for the whole idea of reviewers. So then I'm all geeked out making 4 hookers carry 1 hooker at 2 a.m. I hate when that happens, man. You know, when it does happen, I hate that when you do that. Juggalette Jen says I made it in time. Matt is laughing. I got to clock out early today, says Juggalette Jen. JP, bro, I got a kid now. I can't do that stuff no more. 3 had the girl, says Gimme Bezos. Is the ghost of Mr. Miyagi in this a movie? No, basically they just refer to him. They refer, there's a picture of him in the dojo, and you know, they all respect is given to him. So they acknowledge him, but yeah, that's about all they do. That would be funny if he did like the ghost, if he did like in Star Wars when they all turn to ghost and shit. I am the ghost of Mr. Miyagi, Daniel-san. I've come to help you. Yeah, so of course Daniel-san is brought in to help you know, with the kid adjust, so learn karate in a short period of time so he can be in this 5 boroughs tournament. So like I said, it's very much the same hits and notes, and there's, you know, all similar kind of stuff. What's up, Not the Beast? Knowledge on Tape says, bro, don't leave your child with strangers. Cobra Kai or the Jackie Chans. This makes me want to listen to Beat order Chinese food. Who, me? Who? Dicky Tai Main? What about him? What about Dicky Tai Main? I'm hungry. You're ducking me. Let's see. Crackhead Bob. I'm like the 29th like. Well, who wants to be the 30th? So, to Juggalette Jen. Was Chuck Norris in it? Nah, but that would have made it much better. Whoop whoop, Bobby Fram from Juggalette Jen. Whoop whoop in return. Juggalette Jen. Whoop whoop from Pecan. I heard the guitar battle is top notch in this one. Yeah, Mom. It's like a guitar off. It's on it. What kind of movie you think you're seeing there, Matt? How you doing, buddy?
Because Ralph Macchio was in the movie Crossroads with Steve Vai.
Oh, interesting. Oh, you said Crossroads. You reminded me of the, what is the, oh no, you remind me of Roadhouse. I got Crossroads and Roadhouse mixed up in my brain, buddy. When you said, okay, interesting. All right, well, there you go. I like the references here. I enjoy that. Here we go. We have, I heard guitar battle is top notch in this one. There you go. Rocky Ran is Rocky Ran is a good in the movie. Yes, Rocky Ran is the most honorable sensei. He has to go find Daniel-san. Shit. Look at Jaden after his last movie. Oh, damn. Widow Killer says, still can't believe Ralph Macchio is in his 60s. Looking, yeah, he might be looking like he's in his like late 30s or, you know, coming up on 40 or something there, Widow Killer, but you're not wrong. I'm not a young man, but I'm pretty sure I could kick Ralph Macchio's ass. It's funny. Let's see. Outdoor karate and stuff. Outdoor karate, yeah, they were doing outdoor. It was funny because that's part of it, Chileno. They had to find a place to train, so that's why they end up outdoors. Judo. No, I don't know, but now Knowledge on Tame told me. Judo? No, do judo. Widow, he doesn't age. Talking about Ralph Macchio, is Space Nerd. Electric Head Gino says, my old roommate was a karate instructor. Things got dangerous when we drank heavily. Holy shit. Hey, fuck you. You give me a beer. You give me a beer, bitch. No, you give it. No, you buy next one. No, you do it, bitch.
Andrew, wake up!
Let me try it. Here we go. People like when I try different noises. I love that first night when we found out that this one doesn't work no more, but I like when this one works. Oh, there he is. Andrew, Darren's got a hot pocket for you. And wake up, Andrew. Wake up. Not even a hot pocket? No. Oh, let's see. Popkey says, I have a black belt in Taekwondo, and so does one of his daughters. Most honorable Chris Popkey ain't fucking around. It's nice for discipline and what little edge it could give you in self-defense if it was necessary. Like Scott said, he learned like China had to count the Chinese up to 10. He wouldn't have learned that probably otherwise.
Yeah, when you said discipline, that was the number one thing I got from it, more than learning how to fight a little bit or anything. Most of the fighting stuff you don't use around the streets; it don't really work. But but the discipline you get from it is followed me all the way to this day in some things.
That's neat. The mental, the discipline. That's great.
Really, eh?
That's awesome, Scott. Let's see. We have Chilino says it's their job to do it for the living. Let's see. Fun fact: Ralph is older than the actor that plays Terry Silver. Says Widow Killer. Yeah, Ralph Macchio is probably older than a lot of people. Let's see. Minor spoilers. They kind of do that in the last season of Cobra Kai too. That's okay. Widow Killer. Now, because I did enjoy this movie enough, Scott and Bobby Nick, that it would make me curious about if there was anything interesting in Cobra Kai. Like now that I see that something good could be done, I'm like, well, maybe it was good. A lot of people obviously enjoyed it and watched it for a couple seasons.
Yeah, I wouldn't even give it a chance. I don't know why. I just expected it to not be any good, man. But everybody I've talked to that's seen it has liked it.
I did the same thing, Scott. Spawn says, boom, 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 boom. Now tell me what you gonna do when there ain't no way to hide. No, we're not gonna do. Bone Thugs and Crossroads, says Spawn. Not that Crossroads. When the fuck are they gonna make a judo kid, huh? Instead of Karate Kid? A Brazilian jiu-jitsu kid. Well, get on it, write the script there, Knowledge Untamed. James says, wow, I thought I was being racist. And I thought I was being racist. Nah, we got all that covered here. Spawn, Juggalhead Jen. Knowledge Untamed says, yeah, you're the best. You're the best. The mom can't afford a DVD. The best. The best. Doing judo in my room. That's all right. That's right. They do have they throw the songs out there. That's funny when they play the you're the best. You're the best. Let's see. Do they play You're the Best Around? It kind of it's PP'd in there a little bit, I think, if I remember right. Just doing a hit and run. Oh, contracts all across your back. I can see you had your fun, but Reverend Wild Bill checking in saying peace and love. I can see my signals turn from green to red. And with Wild Bill, I see a super chat straight up ahead. Wow. $2 just because. All right. Thank you, the Reverend Wild Bill. I appreciate you, buddy. Wow, that inspired me. I didn't know I was going to be singing Jimmy, and I didn't know this guy could sing Jimmy either. Let's mix a little of that in. Oh, he's going to be on tonight.
Sexy.
What's up?
Wonders what it would be like if Perry had a gash.
Sexy.
Well, let's pretend that Perry was actually a female made for men.
Sexy. What's up, Seth?
Nope, not interested in anal. But actually, I did have a girl that I did do anal to, and it was weird.
Whoa.
Tight hole.
Tight hole.
Different. She said, enter slowly. I did. And then I came. It was quick. Sexy lady.
A Chris Popke creation. Perry is sexy lady. Chilino says, Bobby, sometimes you look so mean. Do you ever kick dogs? I'm letting you have that one.
I've kicked at a dog. I've kicked at a dog before because it's trying to fucking bite me or something.
It's that time of the show where we get our Andrew checks. Is Andrew okay? Ask our friend Matt checking in.
Yes.
Yes, he is. You've seen enough of Andrew to know he's okay. This guy can and does podcast in his sleep. I'm actually working on a script with Kevin Costner. No joke, says Knowledge Untamed. Western that takes place in Arizona. Gunfighter movie. Kevin has two sons trying to track him down from his past on the next FX movie. Thank you, Knowledge Untamed. I hope that works out for you. What do you gonna know, Reverend Wild Bill from Space Nerd? RBW gets the love from Peacunt as he tries to sneak in here. Peacunt checks in with the Perry emojis. He uses them because he's a member. I didn't want to hear this today about what are we talking about? We're talking about Ralph Macchio? What are we talking about? Hey, Seth is saying, what's up from the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. Welcome to the Vibe, Andrew the Giant, from the Andrew the Giant 96. Knowledge Untamed says the character Costner plays was an outlaw, a sheriff. And he has two sons hunting him down from the eras, a outlaw and a marshal. They don't know each other. Oh, he's just hunting them down. Seth is wanting to know how you're doing, Andrew. Checking on Andrew the Giant 96. That's how he's currently doing there, Seth. We've hit that part of the show where Andrew he gets filled up. It's the middle of the day. And I'm not doing enough exciting to keep Andrew awake here. So we got this is what we get during this time of the day there, Seth. But let me assure you, he's healthy. He has grandma on there taking care of him. He's got our friend Darren taking care of him. So thank you, Seth, for asking about Andrew. What are you going to know? Asked Juggalhead Jen. Perry sexy lady clip. There you go. Oh, you weren't ready for that. Oh, shit. She wasn't ready for the Perry sexy lady clip today. Thank you. I was definitely pumped when bro reached out. There we go. Good luck. Kevin Costner is doing a Western. He has such a range as an actor, says Space Nerd is talking about the voices in his head. Yes. Thanks for that Perry bit, Popkey. Grody to the max. Well, there you go. That's people having fun with what we do. Well, there you go. I think we kind of talked it off enough. Florida makes you sleepy, says Juggalette Jen. That was my little unasked for movie review. So go ahead. Take the kids. That was the last thing I will say about this, Scott, is that I thought it was going to be a bunch of people from our generation in the theater. There were I'm curious to see how I did over the weekend. There were literally people there with multiple families, Bobby Nick. I was really surprised about that.
Really? Yeah, well, I think now it is a generational thing because of the series. You know?
Yes.
So.
And that's a whole nother experience too, Bobby Nick. Going to the family with this younger generation. They were playing games and doing this on their phones, guys, while during the movie. Couldn't hear it or nothing. They were being respectful with the sound, but they was multitasking. They wasn't just like we used to, where you just kind of shut everything off and watch the movie. Nah, they was doing that shit. Let's see. Seth asked, do you like WWE? Yes, Seth, we do. And as a matter of fact, at the beginning of this show that we do, The Vibe, I do the Not So Serious News. We did a little sports heads with Andrew, and Andrew gave his opinion on the release of R-Truth from the WWE, buddy. We know that's big news that occurred over this weekend in wrestling. And so Andrew's not a fan of it. Andrew said that they should have gave R-Truth a Legends contract and let him stay on like kind of part-time and bring him in like they do with a lot of the Legends. That's what Andrew was suggesting if you missed that, Seth. But please come back every day for The Vibe. The sons are left behind. Both just want to hunt down their dad and kill their dad for leaving them, not knowing why he even left. So you got these gunfighter sons hunting this legendary dad. Sounds compelling. My 14-year-old...
Did he name one of the boys Sue?
Boy named Sue. Life ain't easy for a boy named Sue, but it made you tough, right? Yeah, that's a great song, Bobby Nick. That's Boy Named Sue, Johnny Cash song. That's a great song. My 14-year-old lives Cobra Kai currently, says our friend Chris Popke. Can you see me? Popke, can you see me? Can you feel me near you? Ask the Space Nerd. What's up, Seth Rollins? What's up, Seth Rollins? I don't have no news on Seth Rollins. Oh, hey, nerd, from my friend Chris Popke checking in. And to that, I say...
Oh, hey, guys. How you doing?
And that soundbite reminds me, Bobby Nick, did you... when we're playable Saturday night, we got raided by the Shuli Network.
Oh, really? Nice.
We did. Our friends from the Shuli Network visited us. Andy from Ontario was in the chat. The lovely Sunday Jenna super chatted us some money, and many old friends. I think Waver was one of them. Many people we haven't seen in a very long time, Bobby, all of a sudden showed up and gave us a lot of love and appreciation and super chats on Saturday night, Bob. We got raided a little bit.
That's awesome.
So I want to thank Andy from Ontario. I want to thank Joe and Shuli and everybody over at the Shuli Network. Thanks for the raid love, and we appreciate that. What up, Seth? Acknowledge me, says Space Nerd. Acknowledge me. You can't release R-Truth. He's getting paid in peanuts. I don't know. Or peanuts. I don't know. Vince used to pay the girls in peanuts. I don't know if he's getting paid in peanuts. Allegedly, he would pay girls with peanuts. I will say that. Allegedly. You understand? Oh, you understand? It was alleged. You understand it? Oh, peanuts. Bye. But come on, Seth. You don't have to leave right away. The best part of the movie is the daughter-in-law that we're getting the whole script in here. We're getting the whole run through. Sees Costner's broken down trunk as a good person, and he has to learn blah blah blah. Says, James is finishing the movie. Let's see. It was very fun to have them. Wasn't it, Space Nerd? I thought it was a joke at first because Chelino said, hey, guys, hey, Chris, I told Shuli and them at the Shuli Network that they should raid you, and they sure enough did. So we appreciate that little extra love we got. Widow Killer says, speaking of which Hornswoggle announced that he just signed a Legends deal with WWE when he was Chris Van Veet's on podcast. Really? That's cool. Hornswoggle. Those guys were fucking crazy. Fucking Hornswoggle. Crazy motherfuckers. So there you go. Oh man, I wish I would have seen the raid, says Chris Popke. It was fun. They come and inundated us with a lot of super chat love and everything. It was really great. Thank you, Chelino. I got you. I think you typed that before I thank you, brother. By the way, it's typed, but I appreciate you. No, not only the fact that you rated us, but you personally rated us. So thanks for letting them know to come see us. I was distracted during replayables. I was busy with Agent Mud. What were you fucking? You're Agent Mud. What is that, Scott? Agent Mud. Damn.
He's a podcaster on YouTube.
Oh.
Okay.
As far as I know, anyway.
All right. I want to thank myself for earning 150 XP points as Spawn. Nerd gets the shout out call. Penis, says our friend Unteen. B's getting the love from Juggler Jen. Wait a minute. Chris Popke's trying to trick me into saying something, but I think I already said this. I've said, oh, yes, I did. I love penis. I didn't say that, but I love penis. No, I didn't say that. How about this? I love cowboys. Didn't even say that either.
I like turtles.
I did say that, though. I like turtles. I do like turtles.
I like turtles.
Okay, but I do not. I love penis. I do not. That's a lie. The blasphemous lie made up by the lovely Stacey Allen, who hasn't been around in a couple weeks. She's probably doing all that working stuff. I just had a giant pancake with a few tablespoons of butter. Sounds like you ready for a nap. Wake up, Andrew. Grab a brush and put a little makeup. Now it's saying 200. It's a very fluid situation. No, there's more gunfighters. Let's continue on. Spawn, thank you for the 199 super sticker. Thank you for your contribution, buddy. I really appreciate that. Whoa, Space Nerd is asking for juicy man meat. Now, you got me and Andrew sitting like this the whole time, and this ain't enough juicy man meat for you. Let's see what we can finish up with. Yep, Bobby knows of him. He was 10 Saturday. Let's see. All right, so why don't we do this? Let's get on with some more fun stuff with the show. Since I played that little Funky Perry song, why don't I make my way over? Let's do a little Perry talk real quick, because Perry and Bob got together, and it's always super fun when Perry and Bob get together. Perry visits the Levy-verse, so let's see what happened with it, and let's do a little afternoon Perry talk. That's right, folks. If you missed it, it went down Saturday. Perry Caravello himself, Perry and Bob were together, but not on PCL. Perry steps into the Levy-verse, so it's always a little different when Perry has to step into the Levy-verse, guys. What do you think about that, Scott? It's a little different when Perry comes over on Bob's show.
Yeah, right. I like it either way.
I like the even further lack of control that Perry has when he's over, because I've never seen him so like trying to move a show along by reading like Bob's super chats and like just trying. He almost ran Bob's show more than he runs his own show. Basically, is what I was getting out of it. But yes, 4:00 Saturday it went down. Now, as somebody I think Widow Killer said in the chat, we are in the month of the chili cook-off, guys. 6/26. It's about to go down. And somebody, Johnny Demonic, he had a super chat for Bob, and he's asking him about his question about his chili. Let's go on this old Perry talk.
What do you look for in a good chili? I mean, I like the heat. I like a little bit of heat on it, you know? I will be bringing the Shelby.
You are not allowed in my home again. 1, 2, Carolina Reaper will never, ever come into my house again, you fucking maniac!
Raging alcoholic.
You Satan-worshipping maniac that's turning me into a psychopath! Go to hell!
I mean,
Right.
All right, so you guys, the first one. So yeah, he was just a little. It's almost like he felt like he had to scream louder, Scott, because he just lacked that little bit of extra control. Like, yeah, so his screams had like a little, at least to me, they had this little like kind of extra bitchy, squealy quality to them, because he just was not getting his way on the Levy-verse. So let's see, that was the first one I got for you. But oh my God, what was somebody said something here. Holy Christ, boys, been awake for 26 hours. I need a drink. Let's all take a shot. What are you doing, Chelino? Oh, thanks, Seth. He's just saying my phone died and I'm watching on my PC. Well, welcome. And Seth, if you have a second, buddy, and if you don't mind, to click on my channel, BF Live The Vibe, and give me a free subscribe, that would help me along. I appreciate that, brother. Welcome to the family. like I said, at the tail end, these mood swings are the stuff of legends, says Space Nerd. Wow. It's demonic. Since we have man meat, let's match that by adding 14 more bikini segments. I don't know. They might get a revolt against that one. Let's continue on with the Perry talk here. So we got the first one out of the way. Let me see. I got that one. That was the question. Let me go. I got it. Okay. Now here's the next one I got for you. Our boy Torito. Torito was getting yelled at by Perry because Torito was coming up with some suggestions. Perry is being very cordial guest on Bob's show. So let's see what this one's about. And Scott and Bobby Nick, if you're wondering why he's dressed like this is the disco outfit that he had to wear during the week. And to Bob's request, please wear that when you come on my show. So he's in his like John Revolting disco kind of Denny Scario outfit here. And Torito has a question, and let's see what Perry thinks about this one.
Bob, I can't freaking wait to paint his credenza while Tony Hawk runs the kissing booth and Randy breaks all his CDs.
Get my motherfucking ass! You're not here!
Bob just takes a drink of coffee.
Fuck off! Go! Get the fuck off of the screen! Get out of here! I am done! God damn you motherfuckers! Go to hell! Go to hell! Get off of the show! You pricks!
This is just a match on Bob's show.
Torito, he might
piece of shit!
let him think about it.
Torito got him.
Think about it, Torito. Let him think about it. We'll give him a couple days, you know? Bob, I can't freaking
Torito
wait.
got him good. Chili time, says our friend Knowledge Untamed. I will be judging again this year. Don't put alcohol in your chili. Let me see. What do you think, Bob?
Shut the fuck up.
You don't mind no alcohol in the chili? Pecan, man, bro, you're already so generous. Maybe you're working on an XP points. I appreciate the $2 super sticker. It helps me continue doing the vibe. Spawn says, mannequins put out more than my old lady. Damn, damn, and damn. We say to that one. Space Nerd says, if I could transfer my hormones to her, I would. If someone wants to make a, what does that say? Make a weed chili. Weed chili. I like that idea, Scott. You will
Sounds
win.
delicious.
Not the beer is actually awesome. Here we go. Let's see what everybody's saying. Try. Let's see. There's green screens. Andrew, what is your favorite food? Ask our friend Seth, checking in on Andrew the Giant 96. Are you awake, Andrew? What's your favorite food lately?
My favorite food. I have a few. Tacos. Anything Mexican food.
There you go. Anything Mexican, and we've seen the results of that sometime there, Andrew. Oh my goodness. So there's just a couple of the foods that our boy Andrew likes. Thank you for checking in, Seth, and asking that question.
Oh, and I like
He likes to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony.
meatloaf.
Meatloaf, that's one of your favorites. When Cody Rhodes is like, The Rock really did want my butthole, it was weird. He also wanted my soul. What the fuck is going on here, Andrew? Did he say that The Rock wanted his butthole?
Yeah.
Space Nerd said, yes.
I don't remember that part, but I do remember the soul thing.
Bob is best to watch with Perry. Does Perry have high blood pressure? You know, Widow Killer. Some people have suggested that we need real like biometrics, like real measurements. I would like to see all of that. His stats, Scott, heart rate, pulse, blood pressure. I would love to see all of that, like on the corner of the screen at all times, and just watch how it just goes up and down during the show. That would be an awesome add-on feature. And it would be pretty easy nowadays with all these wearable items. Tom could get those results up on the screen pretty quick. What's up, Knowledge Untamed? Let's see. Matt is saying, Popkey is saying you have to put beer in the chili to make a good chili. Beer and chili is definitely a white people thing, says Chilino. Checking in. I would love to watch Andrew eat tacos on a stream. Really? Well, because then it would definitely be.
It's raining tacos.
The dog would like to see that too.
Raining tacos.
Especially when Perry gets in one of those raging fits, like
Yeah.
you fucking asshole.
Oh yeah, he does, and he gets more bitchy, Andrew. And he thinks like I was thinking that yesterday, Andrew. I'm thinking, what grown man has ever been intimidated by any of these screams, Scott? Like if he went in a bar fight and yelled at these guys, people would laugh in his face.
Yeah.
Andrew likes lady tacos. If you catch my drift, yeah, we catch your drift, all right. You know Andrew very well, don't you?
Lady taco.
It's Lady Tacos. Can I get a shout out? You did. Let's everybody. Let's shout out a new friend checking in from Andrew the Giant 96. At least he's new over here. Welcome, Seth, to Andrew the Giant 96. And you are watching BF Live, the Vibe Stream Show 315, man. I do this show every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 3. So join myself and Andrew and all of us here every day. King of all diffs is checking in on a Monday. Yelling is his only exercise.
Shut the fuck up.
You're not wrong. Perry needs an Apple Watch ticker on screen. Exactly, Popkey. That would be awesome. That's all you got to do. Just put one of those Apple Watch or a device on him and just put the display up on the screen and you got your own kind of little sideshow of entertainment during the show. I think that would be a really good idea. Andrews, what does Knowledge on Tame says? Andrews Taco, the #1 OnlyFans in the world. All right, let's continue on Perry talk. You guys are awesome, guys. Now let's go. The age-old question, guys. King of all diff checks in and says, howdy, ya cunt. And what is Tikal or Tikal? Isn't that the question, Bobby Nick?
It is.
Tell them the answer that you came up with on the lounge the other day when this came up on your show, buddy.
Well, it's like a brotherhood, you know. That's what I got out of it. Anyway, you know.
And also one of the acronyms, it's taking into consideration all lives or something like that. So, and it's also derived from a Wu-Tang Clan song, right, Bobby Nick?
Right. Yeah.
There we go. So that's what we know about Tikal. Basically, it's just a funny, this is what happens when a white guy like Chris Abels grows up around hip hop. You get him throwing around the terms that he hears like Tikal or Tikal. Or like this, we're doing it.
We're doing it.
I'm going to eat tacos now, says Seth. He's hungry. Bobby, are we lounging after this on a Monday? Asked Chileno. He always wants to lounge.
No music lounge. But I mean, there definitely will be an afternoon chill.
Wait for.
All right. Well, there you go. So we're going to give you all those plugs at the end of the show. I'm going to tell you right now, as we know, Scott and Bobby Nick, Perry only really cares. Oh, hang on. I don't know why I unpresented that. Perry only really cares about skiing or snowboarding when he is challenged or somebody threatens to alter his tattoo and take some of the things off that he can't do, like snowboarding. So, of course, it came up again. This is about Perry and the snow here on the Vibe. Perry talk.
Wait for the fucking snow!
Also, if you win, what will you choose to replace Perry's tattoo with?
Not
after
allowed,
you laser
loser.
it off.
Not allowed, loser. What's on my body stays on my body, motherfucker.
Hey.
1, 2.
Now the shirt's off with that fucking wig and those man titties.
The fucking June. This is the fucking month of fucking June, not the fucking month of November. We're not in the motherfucking snow yet. So wait for the fucking snow, you children, you fucking little bitches. Wait for the fucking snow.
Wait for the snow, Scott. The age-old tale. We've heard it many times.
Right.
Wait for the snow, and I'll be. And it like Tom told him, you had all of January, you have all the money that you need, and you didn't go. He only goes, and that's like Tom said, because nobody's threatening him all January that he's not a snowboarder, so he has no desire to go unless he's being threatened. Oh my God, John Travolta's here saying Tikal is the word. I thought Grease was the word from your movie, knucklehead. Tikal is the word that you heard. Hey, Scott, John Travolta's checking in saying hi to Scott. He's hot for you.
Scott! Oh my God.
Oh my God. I grew up in the hood in Houston. I was one of 8 white people in my school, so I get it, LOL. I second that one there. I resemble that remark there, King of all this, because I was the very few white kids in Baltimore City schools, if you like. So there you go. We'll match city school experiences right there, King of all this. Hey, John checking in from Scott Fitzpatrick. Hey, John, getting it twice. Oh my God, he's taking him to John. Bob's deadpan. Yeah, space nerd. Bob is so deadpan. He just sits there, he lights the fuse, and he just watches it blow up. It's fun. King of all diffs, you get the prevalent prevalent after effects of redlining and lending discrimination. Oh, there you go. There we go. Oh, there we go. We got another guy checking in, trying to sell me some views and stuff. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to BF Live Advice. Welcome to my show. Please, no. I'm trying to grow organically, my friend. No, I do not do any of this purchasing of things, but welcome. And the reason I'm getting messages from Kick is because I am doing my first ever Kick stream today. So welcome anybody there on Kick. This is BF Live The Vibe, coming to you from the YouTubes and from my Facebook and Andrew the Giant and all that stuff, and on Kick. Okay, I thought he said Jew. It's okay. Let's continue on here. I got more stuff to show you here. So he's going to wait for the snow as he always is. Oh, that's your new favorite GIF right there. Look at him. Look, the wig comes off. Look at that. Look. Once again, this is on the Levyverse. He was going off like this. And this is old throwback. This is probably a year old now. When he invited himself over to, what was it, Terry's house or whatever, and then he lied about having sex with an 88-year-old woman, guys. This is about here we go,
Right.
from about a year ago. What? Listen.
She was on top of me, fucking me all night long, nonstop. When everybody left, Terry and I went to go to bed, and we, of course, went to bed together.
But what does that mean?
I'm ending it right there. We made love, okay? It's been a long time since I've been with this woman.
88 years old, Scott.
We seduced each other. It wasn't really who seduced who. I got on top of her, then she rolled me over. She got on top of me, and
At 88 years old, she got on top of you.
yeah, she was on top of me, fucking me all night long.
88.
Nonstop.
Did you wear protection?
Yes.
I knew this was bullshit when he was saying it, Scott.
How many different positions?
Ain't no
did
way.
you get
88 year.
into?
There was no fucking way an 88-year-old woman was on top
my
of
eyes were
anybody.
closed a lot of the time, so
And may God strike you down if you're lying.
Will do
You had
that.
sex with this woman.
we did.
Oh, and later on, Tom got it out of him that it was all lies, Scott.
Right.
It was all a fucking lie. He invited himself over there and then stayed the night and then made up some story about having sex. Imagine having to have to make up a story about having sex with an 88-year-old person, Scott. Like, that's your makeup story.
He's sitting there humble bragging.
Humble bragging about that. Let me see. We'll go up here. I thought you said Jew. Message me. No, I don't really deal with that, but thank you very much. Appreciate your interest. But you know, the funny thing is, let me see about these. There's my thing right there. Pecan. Tolino says, send him over to Chris Abels for marketing. Well, that's the funny thing, Chelino, is that Chris Abels is the only person that ever used a guy like this. No one else in this community of shows you watch is using view buying or anything. Like all of these other big podcasters that seem so big, they're legitimately that big. Wink, wink. Yeah, soon as Chris Abel stopped buying stuff, all these guys went out of business. There's not thousands of these guys doing this to thousands of other people. That's not happening. Let's see. I'm one of those white kids, the 1%ers, just left in the hood. I love you guys, man. My cousin. Fuck yeah, bro. Bro. All right. Well, yeah. It was an adventure. We know that. We should have a support group. White kids that went to city schools, and we was the 1%. In public schools in northern Alberta, there were hardly any black people. We had to fight indigenous people. Oh my God.
Truth.
Wow, Bobby Nick, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I never thought about the racial makeup or dynamics of a Canadian school because I had my own little experience there. Fight indigenous people. That's funny. Nerd 100%. John Travolta says, hey Scott, would you like to go to a concert with me and Via? I can fly up and pick you guys up on the way. Oh my God.
Fuck yeah.
They made love. Full tit on tit action.
Shut the fuck up.
Now, look at those man titties. How could you even get closer? Dream Man is laughing his ass off. Let's see. King of all this is throwing out the puke. Popkey says, oh, the MILF, yeah. The G MILF is what he likes. That's his thing.
It's the GG. It was the great grandma MILF.
Oh, the GG MILF. Is that what he was getting at? The GG MILF. Oh, yeah, GG MILF. Damn, bro. That's right. I didn't even think about that. Great grandma MILF. Let's see. Growing up context. Let's see. I got to be very clear in this day and time what I was saying. I thought the guy on the video was saying Jew when he was saying June. That's okay, man. We don't parse words or anything here. We're all big boys and girls over here. Now, everybody, check this out. This is the eight. I'm gonna call this like the 8-ball. It's what they calling this? Ask the PCL Magic 102 8-ball anything and pause to get your answer, guys. Andrew, want to answer a question to the PCL 8-ball, buddy?
Will Perry stop screaming?
Will Perry stop screaming? That's a great one, Andrew. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to hit pause on it right here whenever, like they say, I'm just going to hit pause. Will Perry stop screaming? Ask Andrew. Pause. He says, I'm taking a dump. He's taking a dump. Let's try it one more time. All right, how about you got a question, Bob? Scott, anything else? Let's see. Will Perry ever get, let me start it from the beginning. I'll start from the beginning. Will Perry, let me make this full screen. Will Perry ever get laid again? Let me roll this. I'm not even going to look. Will Perry ever get laid again? Click. Don't worry about it, is what it says. How about this? How about King of All Discs ask, are you white? Let's roll it. Ready? Are you white? I'm in the snow. Apparently he is white. He's in the snow. He's so white. Wow. There you go. Hey, Andrew, would you like me to swing over and rub on you too? Oh my God. Dream Man is laughing. Dream Man, oh yeah. King of All Discs is laughing, and that's the idea of what we're doing. Okay, well, I think we had a little fun with the 8-ball right there, but you can go on here, Twitter X right here, and have fun with the 8-ball yourself. Oh, now this is a classic. This is when the animals used to always show up in the hall, and Perry would go look for them and say, have you seen a zebra or an animal out in the hall? So this is not a zoo. Apartment 102 is not a zoo, but you could have fooled me by watching this clip.
Not a zoo.
Oh, now you got a gorilla walking down the hall. God damn it.
He should.
You guys see the animal?
Go looking for him, Scott.
Yeah, it's huge. That way?
He saw that. Yeah, it was huge. It was heading that way.
Oh, God.
Dude's probably think he's tripping out.
Now I have proof. My neighbors saw the animals in this complex. Now there's proof.
He's not crazy, Scott. Are you
This
white?
is not the fucking zoo! Do not bring animals in my fucking hallway! There's people that live here. There's children that live here. You fucking assholes!
It's a fucking zoo in apartment 102. I don't care what you say. So there you go. And I'll just leave you with this. Oh my, I'll leave you with a couple of them right here. I will leave you knowing that it is Monday tonight, y'all. We're just starting off the week for you. We're going to have Monday Night PCL fun at 4 Pacific. That's 7 o'clock here on the East Coast. And I also see the little Kick and Twitch. It's on Rumble, YouTube. It's on everything. I'll see you guys in the chat later on tonight at 7 o'clock East. Chelino says, are you white? I'm not sure who that's being directed to. I'm going to be over here now, says Space Nerd. Yes, says King of All Discs. Will Bobby collect any more morons? How you doing? Bob Taker. Checking in the moron counter. We are in Overvibe. Wow, this show is really going today. That's right. Who called it? It was Pecan. He called it out at 2 minutes after 3 o'clock, folks. When 3 hours isn't enough time to have fun, we are in the Overvibe. There we go. We're in the Overvibe. Bobby motherfucking Nick, says Dream Man. All right. Well, I think we got that all covered, folks. I think we covered everything that we needed to cover on that. So I'll be seeing you in the chat tonight. And somebody asked, he has that black dead toenail, Scott, that they were giving him trouble about. He's got they were telling him he's got diabetes and stuff, and he should go to his podiatrist and get his foot checked. So I have to see how all that goes tonight.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about the toe. Has he got a toenail falling off?
Yeah, he does. He has like a black toenail. He said because he dropped a paper on it many years ago, hundreds of pounds on it. But some people think that it's really more fungus, and he's saying that he's dropped paper on his foot. So people are asking about the horoscopes yet. Well, how about what do you say this, since it's going out by request from a couple people? I see more than one asking for it. Let's wrap up Perry Talk, and we're in the Overvibe. We'll end up Monday doing the Rock You Like a Horoscope or Soulful Horoscope readings, but that was our afternoon Perry Talk.
Perry Talk, Perry Talk, Talk, Perry Talk, Talk, Perry Talk, Perry Talk,
Perry Talk. On the Vibe, shout out to my Perry Carabella Live family. Hey, Bobby Nick, want me to fly up and play Canada with you too? Oh my God, it'll be great. Well, I see Mandy Double Diff already checking in, and I saw Chelino check in first with one of them after Not the Bees asked if we did the horoscope. So going out by popular demand, I'm going to go over to my horoscope reading studio. I'm going to rub my crystal balls as much as I feel I need to. You're going to throw your signs in the chat, and we're going to start off Monday with your Monday Soulful Horoscope readings. Let's go with that, folks. As soon as I find the element, like I say all the time. Hey, are you feeling lost in search of life's answers? Well, search no further. This is BF's Soulful Horoscope Reading. That's right, folks. I'm over here now.
Oh, is Andrew have to piss?
Uh-oh. You know his body movements, don't you?
Nope.
What's up? You okay?
I'm not good.
Like, you thought he's loosening his belt or something there, Andrew? I mean, Bobby Nick?
Nope.
Well, he was like pushing up. I could see,
making a little adjustment. All right. I see all kinds of signs going in here. Well, but first of what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and hear my musical assets, and I'm going to play a little music to set the mood, a little porn/horoscope reading music. And we're going to take care of everybody's horoscope to wrap up this episode of The Vibe. I hope everybody's having a great Monday so far, but it's time to rock you like a horoscope. I go up to my boy Chelino, who asked first for Scorpio. So this is for my friend Chelino. Thanks for Chelino for being such a great bro and hanging out with us and directing all that super chat love our way on Saturday. This is for Chelino and all the Scorpios joining us today. Let's go with your scope. Let me sign up with Google. Let me sign in real quick. Continue. And why this stuff does this, we're talking about what technology does to us. Here we go. All right. Anytime now. Wait for that. Come on. All right. In my first, here comes Scorpio for Chelino. Chelino, it may be fun to mix business with pleasure, but some group outings might need to be conducted with more formality to honor the connections. Oh, so it sounds like if you're mixing people up, you got to be formal with them. Don't go buck wild and show them your ass when you're out there. That might not be the best time to do this. Navigate social situations with tact, and you might be swept up into some fame and good fortune, Chelino. And my Scorpio friends, that was your I move on to Dream Man, who says Wendy and Perry should have a toe off. Oh boy, that would be ugly. When you're Italian, it's hard to tell when you are a disabled. Is that right, Perry?
Shut the fuck up.
I don't even know if you're really Italian. What's up, King of all diffs? Thank you. And did you not? I think I saw. I don't want to overlook that. I think I did get a super chat pass by me. Spawn Corn Div, a member for 3 months. Use this member for 3 months. Thank you. I think I have covered this. The super chat work. We got that because we got all those. I want to make sure I got everybody. All right. Now I'm going to go over. Wow. See, Chelino, I got you on my first one, buddy. He says, oh, this hits hard, actually. We don't fuck around here on Rock You Like a Horoscope. Chelino, we rock you. As I go on to the next one, I see after Chelino, if I can stop my scroll from jumping on me, which it did, and we are going down to the one after Chelino. Wow, it really jumped on this day. Here we go. There was a Scorpio, Wendy and Perry, when you're Italian, and I do Mandy Double Diff checks in. The reason I call her Mandy Double Diff is because she's on this thing called the cusp where she could be one or the other. So I read the first of two for Mandy and all of our Aries friends. Mandy, this is the Aries Wednesday. So it's gonna be one day. So far it's good reading. All right, I got 2 days ahead, guys. Aries, you might feel inspired to explore current trends in the hope of finding something that sticks. Consider taking advice from a trusted source or signing up for a low-risk course to grow your funds and tip your bank account into the positive territory. That's for Aries. And that's the first of two for Mandy Double Diff. As I move on to Libra. This is the second for Mandy Double Diff, and the first if you're a Libra. This is your Libra horoscope Concentrate on being wholeheartedly focused, Libra. You might overcome current challenges with kind and savvy tactics. Adopting a business-like approach to finances and possessions could help you declutter your life this season. That is the second of 2 for Mandy Double Diff, who supports me by being a member on the Vibe. Thank you, Mandy Double Diff. Hey, we got that to fly up to Canada. It's the age of Aquarius for Pecan checking in. My most generous bro. And you always must make a point to stop by Pecan 420 right here on YouTube if you're interested in wrestling. And even the people that aren't big wrestling fans enjoy seeing all the people from our communities mix it up in these fun animated wrestling matches at Pecan 420. This is Aquarius for Pecan 420 and all the Aquarius joining us today. You risk assessment, Aquarius, your risk assessment may be notably sharp, possibly enabling you to handle long-term planning with confidence. Think about learning something new or enhancing your surroundings with your acquired knowledge. It's the age of Aquarius for Pecan. Josh in Tennessee and all the other Aquarius joining us today. Instead of, I like how Space Nerd puts it, Leo cups the balls of Virgo. I say balls. Leo cups Virgo. She's on the cusp of both. So I read both for my member friend right here, Space Nerd. Leo.
Does that mean she's with a Virgo or what?
It means I'm a Virgo, so it means she's cupping the Virgo balls. No, actually, Andrew, what it means, what she's trying to say in a humorous way is that she's on the cusp. So she's on that exact date where they change from Leo to Virgo, buddy. It's called the cusp, being on the cusp, or she calls it cupping the ball, cupping the Virgo balls. Here comes Leo for Space Nerd and all the Leos.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It is a thing, Andrew, because some people that are on the exact date, they kind of wonder, well, am I more of a Leo or am I more of Virgo? So I'm going to read both and she can figure it out her damn self. Leo, this is your Soulful Horoscope reading. Your judgment may be better than usual, Leo, but wait for a clearer sky to ask for favors from friends or assist others in need. Spending time with helpful, inspiring people could help you gain insightful tips to find solutions and easily achieve your Leo goals. That's the first of the 2 for Space Nerd. And now I'm going to read Virgo. This will be the second for Nerd, and this will be for me and all the other Virgos joining us today. This is our... Yeah, you know, I had such an off weekend with everything that was going on and all. I even thought about going back and reading my horoscope for yesterday, Scott. Saying, man, should I woke up and read my horoscope yesterday? Because I'm having one of them days. I wish I would have known something.
Right.
Hey, yes, Andrew.
Remember that bridge that collapsed in your area?
Yeah, the Francis Scott Key Bridge, Andrew, got hit by a ship.
How is it? Are they rebuilding it?
They claim they currently have the funds in place, Andrew, and we've been given grants and things of this nature. The 2 pieces that aren't over the water are still out in the sky, Andrew, and they go nowhere. And the short answer is that no, they're supposed to start tearing down the 2 pieces that are still there in order to make way for the new bridge. That's supposed to be by 2028, but I think there's a delay, Andrew. But thank you for asking about that.
Sorry, that was random, but it popped into my head.
It still affects our lives every day around here because all the traffic that isn't on that fallen bridge is now on all the other highways around here, buddy. So it's still a pain in the butt. But I'm going to read Virgo for me because we're doing... Virgo, when the sky's clear, seize opportunities to advance in your profession. Don't rest on your laurels when there's a chance to progress. Direct your attention to your career. Showcase your expertise by negotiating compromises or collaborating with a team. That is That's Virgo, and that's the second of 2 for the lovely Space Nerd. Have a great rest of your day. Pecan polls are led. Music, we're playing music. Nerd, no cupping Virgos. It cups the balls. I got a question for rational minds. Do y'all think baby oil is code for adrenochrome? Ooh, interesting that all of this puffy baby oil talk could be actually just be code for other shit. What do you think about that, Scott? You know what they're talking about?
I'm not sure what you guys are talking about.
So in the
No,
Puff
I'm not sure
Daddy,
what you're
when Puff Daddy got arrested, his trial's going on right now, buddy. And one of the big takeaways that everybody took out of this is that they found cases of baby oil. And so
Puff Daddies or P Daddies?
at Puff Daddies, yeah. And so they're trying to make a connection with baby oil and having all these wild, scandalous sexual parties, buddy.
Okay, yeah.
So Knowledge Untamed takes it a step further and he says, do y'all think that baby oil is code for adrenochrome, for something else altogether? There you go. I like that. Yeah, that trial's crazy. PCL just posted a short of Perry skateboarding and falling on his ass.
Hey,
Is it
BF?
Yes.
It looks like voice actor John, the guy who voiced John Redcorn in King of the Hill, was shot to death by his neighbor.
Yeah, don't we got damn out hanging out on my own business. You know, what are you talking about now? What are you talking about now? Wow, that's crazy. That's a crazy breaking news. So maybe we'll be talking about that on tomorrow. Even though we call it not so serious news, we'll kind of cover that because we just mean about all the other things that are going out in the world every day. Well, let's see. Where is that short at? I'm going to Perry Caraval Live now. I am on Twitter X again. Ooh, I see it. I see it. Here we go. Oh, it was an hour ago. I missed this. All right, this is Perry attempting to skateboard and falling in. Let's throw a little Perry bonus here while we're in the middle of Soulful Horoscope readings. Perry's falling in the bowl, guys. That's a stunt double like the movie, Scott.
Yeah, because I didn't
gets a glare.
Be that good.
Whoa. Skate faller.
We got a board.
That literally just said drugs, Space Nerd says. She's like, they didn't even try to cover that part up.
You all right?
Because of the sun.
Good.
Yeah, it gets a glare.
Pretty good. Not bad, Scott. There you go. Perry's literally falling in. Knowledge Untamed says, I don't know what I'm so just pick one horoscope with the biggest dong, and that's my horoscope. You don't know what your thing is? People business really have broken out. Oh, some racist jokes. Oh, let's say, yeah. You say you've had to sit down with some people for business recently, and I may have broken out some racist jokes. Yeah, you definitely got to know your crowd, Chelino, and know the room, I guess. That's it. That hits hard. We're back to that again. All right, let's continue on here. What's up? Let me get a Libra impression washing. Oh, come on. All right, Granny, I got you, buddy. Let's continue on here. Libra, stop breeding tigers and lions. Oh, my. Aries for, let's start with Knowledge Untamed, and I'll work my way down to my friend Granny. We're going to wrap up this episode of The Vibe real soon, boys. I promise. As soon as I'm done this segment right here. Aries. This is for all my Aries friends joining us today. Aries. You might feel inspired to explore current trends in the hope of finding something that sticks. Consider taking advice from a trusted source or signing up for a low-risk course to grow your funds and tip your bank account into the positive. Wait, man, that was Aries. That's right. There we go. Into the positive territory. The reason that was familiar is because I read it for Mandy Double Diff. So there you go, Knowledge Untamed. Libra, stop breeding. We got that. I did the double diff on that. Aquarius, stop drinking so much. I read the Aquarius, right? I want to make sure I get everybody. What else we got? A little bees. Who else is next? Lemmy. We're going to get that Libra for, here goes Granny. This is for Granny and all the Libras joining us today. Granny and my Libra friends, concentrate on being wholeheartedly focused. You might overcome current challenges with kind and savvy tactics. Adopting a business-like approach to finances and possessions, Libra, could help to declutter your life in this season, Granny. Let's see, I did mine. We got Leo. I want to go to my boys on the screen because we got to get this wrapped up. I know my boys got other stuff to get on too. How about Taurus the Bull for Spurg's Day? Because nobody does it like Taurus the Bull. Spurg, this is for you and all the Taurus joining us today. Wait for better stars to seize the best, Taurus. You may soon find opportunities to grab and call on your own, or be able to do something exceptional to gain some recognition, Taurus. Your taste and social instincts are sharp, so you may be chosen for an important role. Spurg, Snake, firm heterosexual handshakes. I'm going to do Leo again just for Chelino because you've been such a great bro hanging out today and you were so great to us over the weekend. Even if I read it before for a double, I'm going to read Chelino. Leo, your judgment may be better than usual, Leo, but wait for clearer skies to ask for favors from friends or assist others in need. Spending time with helpful inspos could help you gain insightful tips and find solutions and easily achieve your goals. Leo Chelino. Now I'm going to do Sagittarius. It's not a sign, but it should be, and it is here on The Vibe. This is for Bobby Nick and all the other Sagittarius joining us today. You might be blessed with a generous and ambitious partner. Enjoy exploring hidden talents or passions that could put money in your pocket. Get advice on practical strategies to grow your finances with minimal risk. That is the Sagittarius, Bobby Nick. Killing it on all these podcasts. All right.
That rings so true with me. Like, seriously.
That is so funny. We do the soulful horoscope readings for a reason. And now I'm going to do Scott's. Scott is a Cancer. No, not that way. It's his sign. So this is for Scott Fitzpatrick. This is for Brian Clutter and all the other Cancers joining us today. Scott and my Cancer friends, having a wide array of modest knowledge may make you appear more valuable, particularly to those in influential positions. Your analytical skills could lead to making new friends or simply accomplishing more tasks in less time, Cancer. You have a wide array. Having a wide array of modest knowledge may make you appear more valuable. I think that's pretty good. I like that one.
Yeah, I like it.
Know a little bit about everything. We did Taurus, please. We did that one. And now, Andrew, even though I might have read Pisces, I can remember that my friend Andrew is Pisces. So I want to make sure that everyone on the screen gets a separate reading. Pisces, money is a resource and has numerous uses. Consider seeking ways to boost your credit for a rainy day. Apply your business acumen in a sensible manner. When everyone else takes risk, you might prefer to remain safely within tradition. Keep it safe, Andrew. We did Virgo.
That's me for real.
We did Cancer. We did Pisces.
I really spend my money. I save.
Save. And we did Sagittarius for Bobby Nick, folks. And I trust and hope that we kind of did all of them at least once in the chat. We'll do them again on Wednesday, but those were your Monday soulful horoscope readings. Now we're going to kind of end up the show, folks, and we're going to come back and do our plugs, but those were the soulful horoscope readings or Rock You Like a Horoscope. We rocked you.
Rock you like a horoscope. Rock you like a horoscope.
Hey, are you feeling lost in search of life's answers? Well, search no further. This is BS Soulful Horoscope. Let's go, folks. Let me turn off my porn/horoscope reading music. And there you have it, folks. We had 3 hours. It's 23 minutes past 3 o'clock. Where I'm coming to you from on the East Coast of the United States. I am spent, folks. I'm so spent, I didn't even remember to change my element back to the neon room. Here you go, folks. So let's come back to my cozy room so we can do our plugs and say proper goodbyes. I want to start off by saying thank you everyone that joined us from Andrew the Giant 96 today. Any new friends? People from Kick today. My first ever Kick stream. So I'll be going over there looking for the stats on Kick. If you ever on Kick, give us a like, share, subscribe for some BF Live if you're ever over there. So welcome anybody on Kick. And thank you everybody for making Monday a better day today. I hope we did that for you too. Hey, Andrew, it's Monday, buddy. What are you going to be doing tonight? Any last final words or plugs you'd like to say, buddy?
I will be just hanging out, doing live stream later. Maybe with Bobby Nick, I don't know. Just stay tuned. Enter the Giant 96 on YouTube. ABC95 on Instagram. Andrew Flora 1 on Twitter. And that Honey Wiltshire guy on Twitter as well.
Hell yeah, we can't wait to show Space Nerd that, even though she don't want to say it. I almost want to show it to her more. That's right. That's right. Andrew's the horny wheelchair guy, among many things, on Twitter X. Thank you, Andrew the Giant, for being here today and every day. And thank you for co-streaming my show and making your friends my friends on the Vibe.
Coming soon, my
more. He's not done.
Close.
What is it?
And coming soon, my PayPal, my money links for donation.
That's right. Stormy put them in the chat earlier, guys. But yes, I will try to get a hold once I acquire them, Andrew. I will throw them in the bot that runs all of our friends' links, including Scott Fitzpatrick. Hey, Scott, any last words or plugs you got for today, buddy, on a Monday?
Yeah, I'll make mine pretty quick. Tonight's Lunatic Lounge at Bobby Nick 1978 and all the guys. And of course, No Filter, but also I've kind of goes with my horoscope. I've recently partnershiped with another person some people might have heard of called Angry Iguana, and he's got his own channel called Angry Iguana 112.
Get out.
And there you can see the full length locale police videos of all the locales, the Cyraxes, and
Whoa, Scott is hooking, because Angry Iguana, you guys, you're hooking up with Angry Iguana, so you have to look for Scott, maybe hanging out and see what content comes out of Angry Iguana, and when we get that link, we'll throw it in the chat. Let's see. Bro, looks so happy. God, good. Seriously, what the fuck are you bitching about in your life? What are we talking about? Are we talking about Andrew? What are we talking about? We got it going on. We got it going on so much that we're on here all the time hanging out with you guys. Thank you, Knowledge Untamed and everybody. We got apricots. I don't know why that's being said, but I'm going to go over to Bobby Nick now because Bobby Nick is always doing shows. Some of them he knows about, some of them he doesn't know about. He's going to tell you about the ones he knows he's going to be on after this.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you could check me, Wendy, and a whole bunch of other knuckleheads out for the afternoon kill that we're going to be doing very soon. I don't have a scheduled time, but look for it at Bobby Nick 1978. And then tonight, the Lunatic Lounge, like Scott said, 7 p.m. Eastern, same channel at Bobby Nick 1978. And then late night with Bobby Nick after that at probably around 10:30 p.m. Eastern.
Chelino says this.
Same channel. Bobby's doing movies with 2K later as well. No, I'm no longer part of that.
I thought there was a joke in there. So there you go, folks. So always look for Bobby Nick. Hell, you don't have a choice when you turn on the internet to look for Bobby Nick. Normally when you put your phone on, and if you're in that algorithm enough, he always pops up. And I hope you guys always pop up every day. We got another week to get through, folks. This was the first day of the week in June. Monday, June 2nd is what it was. This has been BF Live, the Vibe Stream Show 315. Please, everybody, enjoy the rest of your Monday and join us here every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 3. Just like I said, I'll see you guys in the chat tonight for Perry Caravella Live to see if he gets that toe taken care of or the result of hanging out with Bob Levy and all that stuff. Perry Caravella Live chat, I'll be in tonight. 4 Pacific, 5, 6, 7 East. I did the Perry math. 7 o'clock East is when I'll see you again. And if I don't see you then, I'll see you tomorrow right here on the Vibe, folks. It's not bye. It's just bye for now. And peace and love. And we'll see you the next time we see you right here on the Vibe, folks. Have a great rest of your day. Peace and love.
Later.
I always wait for Andrew. I always wait for Andrew. We out, folks.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.
One, 2, 3, 4. Doom tech, doom tech, doom tech, doom tech.